Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the show today. We're going to be getting into the past, throwing ourselves back a good 100 years, which is nice, and looking at some of the cool characters from that period, and putting them into illustration. Hopefully, you guys will be doing the same. We are doing Pulp Heroes, so welcome, welcome. Please go over there and hit the like and share button. Let people know we're on, so they come over here and be part of it. But first and foremost, I shall say hello to my beautiful, illustrious co-host. His name's Jeff. Hi, Jeff. Perfect timing when he closed his mic. So I'll shift over to Eric. Hi, Eric.
Well, hello, Chester. How are you tonight?
I am
I
good.
did.
I'm good. Oh,
I did
now
not
he
know my
talks
mic
to me.
goes off.
Now he
Okay,
talks to
so
me.
let me do my shtick.
Okay.
Hello there, Chester. Glad to be here, Chester.
But there you go. See, that's what I was expecting, but it was supposed to be smooth and cool, as if we knew what we were doing.
Yeah, well, this is me.
That's fair. It is fair. But anyway, Jeff, how are you doing today?
I'm running on 2 hours sleep.
Why? Why?
I'm now hearing things.
Elrod's here.
I had to get out the door at about 6 in the morning. Of course, I was up to like 2 last night, and then I was worrying about getting my car to the dealership. So.
Are you buying a new car?
No, it had something to do with the high pressure, fuel, a high pressure fuel pump that they have to put into these cars now. And so I'm like I'm sitting there worrying that as I'm driving on the way there, that my car's going to explode in flames.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's always good.
Well, you need one of them electrical cars, and that wouldn't happen.
Yeah,
in flames.
Yeah, they don't burst into flames, do they? Yeah,
Not at all.
Not even a little.
Yeah, my brake lines are rotten, so yeah, they have to get that fixed.
Are you in the rust belt?
What was that?
Are you in the rust belt?
Technically.
Yeah, no, those you guys that live in the Midwest over there around Chicago, it's wow, dude. Sucks for you, man. Definitely. How you doing, Eric? What's up, man?
I'm great. Happy to be here.
Great.
And thank
Great
you very
to be
much
here, man.
for creating the thumbnail, by the way. I do appreciate that.
You're welcome. Happy to do it, especially when I have time to do it.
Yeah, no, I prefer to use those, and if I knew I was going to get a consistent stream of them every week, I would do a complete flip-flop of them instead of just the opening screen. Because I've been thinking actually or I don't know, maybe I should do something different because I've been thinking I wanted to redesign Pixel's Drone Recorded Fan Edition, the one with the fans. I get the joke, but it's getting a bit old. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty old. It's a dad joke.
It is, and he is a dad, a double dad. So,
now.
No, he's got second kid now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we open box of crackers, real stale.
It is. So maybe we should have a show where we design a new thumbnail for the show and let
That's
the people
the theme.
Make a tree and get out of here.
Well, I mean, it's our show, Andrew. I mean,
I think it's a great idea. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah. Maybe that's
my
what we
show.
should do next week because we got to do
my show. Anyways.
Do we have something next week? Didn't we sign somebody on?
Yes, we do. We have Mighty Mascots.
Oh, okay, that's cool. But no, we should definitely do that because we need a new thumbnail for the show for sure. Nothing at you, Pixel. Love, kisses, hugs, all of that. But yeah, we need to update that. But I do love it.
But it does look like a factory training video thumbnail.
Yeah. But I do appreciate when Eric creates these for us, though.
We should all talk like radio personalities.
Don't ask me to.
And only the Phantom knows.
Yes, fair enough. Because we are getting into that, so let me go ahead and kind of show that off. And I'll do a share here before we'll take a little bit longer getting into than we usually do today because I want to kind of look at it here a little bit. And let's go ahead and do that. I'm sharing so you guys can take a look if you'd like. And let me go ahead and bring it up here for the folks.
And with this mighty sword, Conan decapitates his foe.
Yes,
Boy, I
thank
screwed
you.
that one up.
Yes, yeah, yeah, but you got the right sound though. But I was kind of brought up this thing here, the top 10 pulp heroes, and of course, it's talking about the men and women of mystery men, which of course is that movie that came out, that parody movie is hilarious. Go watch that. But I thought we'd take a look at some of this. Goes through the article, goes through what it qualifies to be and all that kind of stuff, which we don't need that. I thought I would just talk about the big ones to give our draw along people a little bit of ideas. Of course, they have number one, which is interesting. They chose this as number one because the actual number one was the Shadow. I mean, he dominated decades and decades. He dominated, but they put in here Tarzan, which
Yeah,
Tarzan is definitely a
that'd be
pulp
number one.
hero. Yeah, I don't know if it's
Outsold
number
every
one.
other book in America.
You think Tarzan was bigger than the Shadow when it was on the radio like freaking every day, dude?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Those books were insanely popular.
All right. Well,
It's like some of the best-selling books of the 20th century.
they did love him some Tarzan. That is true. Number two, they have in here as being Conan the Barbarian. And of
Yeah.
course, they're
Yeah.
talking about the books back then. Of course, we didn't see that come into any kind of comic form until Marvel, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doc Savage, which is one of my favorites. I mean, I've read Shadow stuff and it's fun, but I prefer Doc Savage. He's pretty interesting. Zorro, yeah, that's a good one, dude. Zorro's a really good one. And they keep wanting to mess with Zorro. It's like, dude,
I
Zorro's
know,
Zorro.
right?
Yeah.
Like a female lead Zorro or like a computer hacker Zorro. That's just not right, man.
Yeah,
Zorro
Queen
is
of
Zorro.
Thieves is great.
Yeah, just do something else. Come up
All
with
I
something
need to
else.
do is adjust the algorithm.
Instead of calling it Zorro or the fox, maybe they should just make the beaver. Maybe you use we use Azerbaijani. Let's use that language, whatever they call the beaver. Let's go with that. That's what I would say. Anyway, Buck Rogers. Oh man, Buck Rogers. They had a reboot of Buck Rogers here recently in the comics that wasn't so bad. Did you guys see that?
Is that where he had like the black and glowing like Tron suit?
Yeah, it was very Tron-esque. Yeah,
Oh,
no,
so
it
that's
was.
what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it wasn't bad though. It wasn't bad. I didn't
No.
mind that. Yeah.
And with this ray gun,
The
Buck
Tron
Rogers disintegrates his foe.
Thank you. We also have Miss Fury. I don't know that one. You guys know this one?
No,
What is
actually.
it?
I've never seen
I
that
think
one.
she's pictured up at the top of the page there.
So the cat-like lady is Miss Fury. Okay. Now I know there was a comic book that came out. Oh, there she is. You're right. There was a comic book that came out and ran for a while that took all these old, in public domain heroes and threw them in. Who was that?
I believe I just got one from Billy Tucci. I think it's Miss Fury reboot, but I haven't read it yet. I know I received it.
Oh yeah, no, I was talking about a book that the universe itself had all of them in it.
I believe Dynamite tried to reboot them all.
Mm-hmm.
I think
DC
it's called
tried
a
to
mask.
do.
Okay, well there you go. But I mean, that wasn't bad at all. We have the Avenger, which I do know this one. I actually did a little thing on it here in the show. We have the Spider, which he's right here. He's very very Shadow-esque, though. Let's be fair. Captain Future. Oh, I don't know that one. 1939, though. That's the same time Batman came out. Sheena, Queen of the Jungle. These are honorable mentions. Cull of Atlantis, of course. Domino Lady. Yep. G8. I don't know that one. The Green Llama. Yeah. Now he's in that book I was talking about. He's one of the characters they put in that book. The Black Bat. Solomon Kane. Oh, Solomon Kane. Yeah. If
I
you
love
haven't.
Solomon Kane, bro.
Yeah, Solomon Kane's really cool. I actually have the big Solomon Kane, a board game that came out. I own that. That thing's ridiculously awesome.
Really?
And yeah, and the movie that they came out was really good, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, Dan Turner, the Hollywood detective. I don't know this one.
Dan
Kazar, of
Turner.
course. Phantom Detective. And there's plenty more you can mention in that. But yeah, these are kind of all famous, well-known pulp heroes, just to give you guys some idea for your draw along. With that said, let me come over here and get these guys going. Jeff, could you do us the honors, please?
Okay. And we start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start your drawings.
Wow.
Robots.
Wow.
My ears.
Wow. That the kazoo, it was like we went from like a 30s radio show, 20s radio show into a 60s really, really, really bad B sci-fi movie.
I don't know. Kind of Marx
Yeah.
Brothers.
Yeah. Yeah. But thank you very much, Jeff. Awesome.
And Buck Rogers pulls out his ray gun.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
That's gotta hurt. Yeah. No, you're right, Bill. He's agreeing with you guys. Dynamite did it, and Alex Ross did some of the covers. Which, as you guys know, Alex Ross is my favorite comic book artist. I absolutely adore Alex.
How many comic artists you got in here?
Well, no, I know he's not for everybody. I mean, everyone can respect the talent, obviously.
Well,
but
he's decided to like insult you before you start drawing,
unanimously.
as opposed to just
Yes.
beginning.
Yeah,
Wow.
unanimously. Well, no, like I said, obviously he's very talented, but and I know the style he takes, which is what we're doing today. It's that golden age pulp hero era that he likes. I love what he does, and I understand some people don't, and that's cool. But Alex Ross is just ridiculous, man. And when he was doing those Astro City stuff, man, I my God, those covers. His cover of the Samaritan is so awesome. Not only just it displays this pure happiness of flying. And you not only in the position of the body, but the facial expression, just everything about it, it just screams, euphoria.
That's because he didn't have to fly coach.
Yeah, fine, that's true. But I don't know. I just Alex is I like Alex, but yeah. Well, who's your favorite artist, Eric?
Yeah, I'm gonna get picked on, but I gotta say Jim Lee.
Jim is good though. He is good. He is good. How about you, Andrew?
My favorite artist?
Mhm.
Oh, there's a
Well,
couple
let's
that.
keep it in illustration, please.
All right, Omar
Lynn
Dogan.
Campbell.
Omar Dogan is one of my favorite illustrators ever.
What does he do? I might know.
He worked on in his early days. He worked for Udon, and he worked on a lot of the Street Fighter comics.
Okay.
So like any of the like canonical Street Fighter actual comic books that came out, he was amongst that group of people, and he was well known for drawing the female characters because he drew really cute girls, basically.
Yeah.
So
With big
he was a
thighs.
big inspiration for my artwork and technique.
Oh, cool. I don't even know the name, but awesome. I do think I have seen some Street Fighter covers at least. How about you, Armron? Who's your favorite illustrator?
Uh, probably Adam Hughes.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
well,
can see that. Yeah.
Who's he?
You know, Adam Hughes. He does a lot of
Illustrations.
yes, drawings.
Well, I know two Hugheses. One was a reclusive billionaire. The other one's a weird filmmaker.
Those are the same guys.
Oh,
This one draws boobies really well.
He created the push-up brawl
Really well.
while designing airplanes and collecting toenails in a jar.
Oh, there
How
you
do
go.
you?
He
Great America.
he's done a lot of Catwoman
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
covers
Alright.
and Wonder Woman covers, and yeah.
If you saw his art, Chester, you would recognize it right away.
Probably. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just not.
It
He's,
would-
he's up there with
it would
Alex
seem-
Ross.
It's funny. Just the other day, I was doing like the kind of city adult classes, and they kind of get into this. Japanese can be overly complimentary, complimenting on my memory. because a lot of them are older people, and have how sharp my memory was. And I was like, "Oh, thank you," and I just took it and left it as that. But in my brain, I was like, "Yeah, but I can't remember a name to save my life. I don't even know what your name is."
I know you people.
I don't,
Am
dude. I'm
I?
horrible with names, dude. And
Get off my lawn, kid.
especially with the
Yes.
foreign names. It's odd too, because I can read and write a bunch of languages. It's kind of what I do. But man, I'm horrible with foreign names, dude. They just don't stick. If your name's John or Eric, easy.
I
That's because
got you.
everybody's
I got
Eric.
you, man.
Yeah.
But if your name is it Yuko, Yuki, Yuka? I fucking don't know. But whatever.
I just know if I'm talking to comic book people, I just say Eric, and at least 5 people will answer.
That's true. That is fair. That is fair.
Yeah, we're coming
That
out
is
of the
fair.
woodwork, man. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on.
But I just thought it was funny because I took it because Japanese are always compliment everything, but it just in the back of my head instantly was checking myself. So let's see, where am I? Eric, who's your favorite illustrator? Did I ask already?
You did ask.
Then it's Alan that I need to ask.
Oh shoot, that's like saying what's your favorite Led Zeppelin song, right? So
Oh well,
uh,
Way to heaven.
Hey man, I had to say one. You say one.
uh, the two that pop in my mind right away is Mignola and Toth. So
oh
Ooh,
well, at least
yeah.
I know
mhm.
that name.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yep.
at least
mhm.
I know that name. And no, Eric, that's the wrong answer. The answer is the Immigrant Song. Come on.
No, it's not
Okay,
Stairway to
okay.
Heaven.
Yep,
No,
that.
Achilles.
Second is when the levee breaks.
Oh well, I don't know, Kashmir, dude.
Okay, well.
Yeah, they used it in that Godzilla movie that everyone hated.
That's true. That is true. That is true. But
Oh,
let me see. I've lost my place here. So at least I knew Alan's. How about you, Elrod?
kind of a cross between Wyeth and Doug Wildey.
I think I know the first one. Maybe that sounds familiar.
Wyeth was a painter. Well, it's actually a family of painters because there's Andrew who did stuff you'd know, and then there's NC who did a ton of these pulp covers.
Oh, really? Okay. There you go. There you go. Speaking of that, there's an award they give out for you illustrators. I believe it's called the Eisner.
Mhm.
And my
Eh.
brain wants to call him Ed Eisner, and I know that's not right, but it just seems funny in my brain.
Will.
Yeah, well,
Bob.
but there's an Ed Eisner. There's an actor whose name is very similar to that. My
Yeah.
brain,
Oh yeah,
my brain is laughing. You guys don't have
In
to.
Ed Asner?
Ed, yeah, that guy.
Asner.
Yeah,
Well, they're
Asner,
both dead, so it
Eisner.
doesn't matter.
Yes, but Will Eisner, because I didn't really know who he was when I started doing this channel, and people I saw, I was starting to cover stories, and I was seeing the Eisner Awards, and I was like, well, who's that? Of course, I had already seen his art, I just didn't know who his name. I have to give him an honorable mention. That dude is freaking amazing. His backgrounds, just the backgrounds, not even talking about the
Mhm.
foreground stuff. It's wow, dude. That guy's impressive.
Oh man, and he just has a slew of books you can buy to learn as much as you possibly can.
Yeah, if you can find them, they're great.
Yeah.
They're probably the best cartooning books you can find out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Very impressive. But I found because I've learned a lot doing the show here that I didn't know. I mean, it was just a hobby. I like comic books. But I've actually been educated during this time, and going back and covering and doing stories on stuff like the old mystery and horror era, which is kind of forgotten. Dude, the level of art coming out of that is impressive. A lot of the early comic book stuff wasn't great, really. It
Yeah, it was kind of
improved,
terrible.
but that horror mystery area, like what is it, 40s, 50s, in that area, damn, dude. I mean, really, really good stuff. I had never really known, but it's cool. Let's see here. What about you, Jeff? Who's your favorite illustrator?
Alan Lee.
And how would
From
I know him?
he's
Thanks.
the guy who writes the yeah, he's the guy who does a lot of Tolkien and
Oh,
fantasy art.
okay.
So
Very cool. Yeah.
yeah, I like his. He has sort of this sort of like I want to say it's crude, but it has a sort of a dreamlike or maybe a sometimes nightmare like quality, and it's not real representative, but it has its own. It's hard to describe,
It's a
but
very John Howell style.
I wouldn't know that. All I know is Alan Lee.
Well,
That and
They're the
Roger
two
Dean, and he
guys that
did
do all that. Yeah.
yeah. That and, John Howe. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they're like identical artists. It's crazy.
well,
And go ahead.
well, who's the fella that did the Elric of Melnibone? Who was that guy? The original guy. I know the French remake is freaking. It is epically awesome. But
There's a
the
slew of people that have
well,
done it.
no, the original, really colorful covers, very hippie-esque.
The original covers were kind of terrible. Then there were kind of really neat covers. I don't know who did those, but they were pretty cool. They
So,
were very Alan Lee-esque
oh, okay. So,
with
so
weird elongated faces and
some reason in my
eyes.
brain, the guy who wrote those, I thought also did the art. I guess not. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Interesting. How about you, Mr. Motion? Who's your favorite illustrator?
It has to be Alex Ross. It's just so old school with him.
It
With
is.
all the superheroes, how he displays them and stuff like that. It's like you're watching you're looking at a painting from the 50s or something like of Coca-Cola, or like it actually reminds me kind of like the style of Norman Rockwell or something. It just reminds me of that, of that time
In a way,
at least.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think Norman pulls emotion and character out better. And I guess he would be an illustrator, wouldn't he? He'd kind of qualify, wouldn't he?
Yes, he
Norman's one of
would.
my all-time favorite for
Yeah,
sure.
he is amazing. But yeah, no, and I understand, Mr. Motion, that not everybody likes that style. I get that, and I think because of all the praise he gets and the work he gets, there's a little bit of envy or something against Alex. I do hear people kind of bad mouthing him, and I don't know why. I've watched him do his little things where he talks about art and stuff, and the guy seems nicest fellow ever. Super sweet
Yeah.
guy. He's a great artist. He respects every opportunity he's ever been given. I mean, he's exactly what you
I
want
don't
to
know.
hear, right?
Yeah. I wouldn't know
Mm.
how anybody would just criticize him like that.
Oh, they
At
do.
least that harshly.
They do. Yeah. But
That's what comes with fame, is people being mad for no reason at you.
sure,
Yeah.
sure. I
I
mean,
would
like,
understand
We
some
are living in
criticisms
that
of it, but
era.
not nothing that would nothing scathing, nothing that would hurt him.
no, but I've seen a lot of hate go toward Alex Ross, actually.
Oh yeah, that's called jealous.
That's what I
Jealous
think it
bitches.
is. Yeah, I think it's jealous bitches. Yeah, because I can understand not
Jealous
liking
bitches.
that pulp, golden era look. Okay, that I can get that, but I really think it's jealousy. People think he's been given more opportunities than he deserves or something. I don't know, and I don't think that's true, especially with his process. Uh, he can't produce what a lot of these guys were just named can. He can't put out that level of content because it's a very slow process. But whatever, it doesn't matter. I am looking here. We just took a look at Andrews and Neat. We have a gumshoe going on here, which is nice.
Yeah,
Yeah. And what are you doing with this?
I didn't know if it technically counted, but I decided I would go with Dick Tracy because I do like me some Dick Tracy. I don't know if he counts as pulp,
Of
but
course he is. It's 100%
okay,
pulp. Even
okay,
if it
good.
Yeah.
is like the ultimate expression / parody of pulp, he is pulp. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And I would suggest that a lot of that pulp noir, the noir cinema that came out with all those kind of gumshoe types, that's all falls into the category too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's all the same writers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the same era, same thing, and
It's kind of what killed off the pulps, is like the writers actually got famous and went to Hollywood and everywhere else.
Interesting. Yeah, but I know if you go back in the 40s and even early 50s, probably more early 50s, and you look at a lot of those old noir cinema stuff. There's some really good movies there, dude. I mean, solid
Mhm.
solid storytelling.
Mhm.
Of course, that was the cool thing. I mentioned the Shadow and arguing about or debating about the Tarzan thing, because but maybe the Shadow certainly had books, but I think the Shadow's big mega hit was in radio.
Yep.
And he was gigantic in radio. There's an interesting thing that it's hard to believe, but do you know that more people had radios, the higher, per capita percentage, more people had radios in America than they have TVs today?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that weird? Because you kind of envision every
Hmm.
single American has a TV, but I guess it's not true. But everybody had a damn radio. They were everywhere.
And
What about
they weren't just dressing like TVs are. Like they were used.
How about phones?
I do.
There are more
I do hear
phones
that.
now.
Yeah, phones. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's fair. I mean, but I was specifically with television, yeah. But I don't know. I use my TV, kinda. My wife uses it. I know that.
I hardly use the TV.
I'll say the
anymore.
majority of teenagers probably use their phones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
seems
the
true.
phone's the TV.
Well, the thing that kills me about my kids is because they'll show me something or they'll come over because I bought them both laptop computers for university, and I try to future proof as best I can. So I tend to buy things that are going to last and kind of especially with a computer, will kind of have technology in it that will get them a little further than just a couple of years.
Mhm.
But anyway, and they'll sit there and they'll show me stuff on the phone or they'll show me stuff on the computer, and they never expand the screen. They never go full screen. They leave it just in a little box. And I'm like, why do you do that? And they're like, why would we do that? I don't understand them.
Because you have old man eyes.
Yeah, but it's not even that. I mean, I want the widest screen I can get, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's fun to stream to the TV. I mean, we'll do that with our phones.
I
quite a
do that
bit
too.
now.
Yeah, that is fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is fun.
yeah.
Uh,
And then
I,
I love putting a digital comic on TV. That's a blast.
Oh, those are neat too. There's some really good
Yeah.
ones made. But I only recently have been able to do that because I was like the last person on earth to actually get a 4K TV. Yeah, but I got one now.
I don't even have a 4K TV.
Oh wow.
Yeah, those tubes are hard to find anymore, aren't they?
Well, I don't know. I bought myself a Sony Bravia, and it's very very nice. It's just I'm
Really
I-
nice.
well. I try to
Bougie
buy.
Chester.
Well,
I still look at fire.
You still look at what?
I'm still entertained by fire.
Oh well, that's fair. Me too.
Fire!
I heard the Beavis and Butthead movie came out recently and actually did well.
It's
Yeah, I heard. It's pretty
it's
good.
exactly what you think it would be, and it's awesome. It
Okay.
didn't surprise me in any way. It is no more and no less of exactly what I thought it was going to be, and it is amazing.
That's cool. Yeah. Did
I like the
Cornholio
first
make an
Beav-
appearance?
Oh yeah.
I like the first Beavis and Butthead movie. I'm not a Beavis and Butthead fan, but the movie was funny. It was a good movie.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I never got the overall appeal of it, but the movie was certainly better. Bill says that P. Craig Russell, who did Topps Comics in the '90s, I guess that's his choice.
Hmm.
Well,
Bill,
that's-
you can
I
come
thought-
on
I
if
thought
you'd
so.
like, Bill. and
I am
draw.
on.
Oh, there you go. Hi,
I'm
Bill.
on. I snuck in.
Oh,
I knew that, man.
Hello.
Did you
he's
know
calling
that?
from inside the house. Get out!
It's in the attic.
Well, I mean, this is right up
That's-
your alley, so
Yeah. No, when you were talking about Moorcock art,
Oh, Moorcock. There you go. Oh, thank you. See, I knew I was right.
yeah, he was.
Moorcock.
Yeah, Moorcock.
More.
I love some Moorcock. He's a great writer.
So much more.
Don't we all?
Dude, I like
But
those originals. To be fair, the French remake of those books are stunning, dude. I mean, some just
Hmm.
outrageous level art. It's really really good. But I do like those original ones. Now, of course, we have from Eric. He's just cheating. Solomon Kane. Of course, Solomon Kane wins.
I've never drawn him, so I thought it'd be cool when I was looking up stuff.
Now, Solomon
Like
Kane.
big
Pilgrims are
hats.
always fun to draw.
You know, the funny thing is I remember reading or hearing something about how Robert E. Howard actually hating the character, but he was so popular he kept writing stories for him.
He wrote quite a bit. There's a lot of Solomon Kane stuff out of Howard, actually.
You know, I thought
Yeah.
that was interesting. He wrote a lot of these, and he didn't even like the character. And I think Agatha Christie was like that. She didn't like whatever his name is.
Poirot.
Yeah, she didn't like him
Poirot.
either because he was
Pierogies.
so yeah.
Effete.
Hercule Pierogi. Anyways, he was so different than she normally was. You know, he's very fastidious and very well mannered and groomed and all this other stuff. And that was kind of antithetical to the way that she was. So she was more like her other character. So it was always a problem for her to have to write that character. But he was very popular.
He was. Yeah, I love the Poirot. That little guy. What is he? An English actor, I think. That does the Belgian Hercule Poirot.
Yeah,
wonderful.
I actually think he's Egyptian. Believe
Is
it or
he?
not.
I thought he was
Yeah.
British, but whatever.
Omar
that dude-
Sharif.
No, he's. I mean, he is I mean, he is. I think he is a British citizen, but I think his nationality is actually.
Egyptian. Yeah.
Yeah, or whatever.
Yeah, because I've
It's
seen
true,
him
I've seen
in
him
other
walk.
things, and he's freaking brilliant. And then when he does Perot, it's like he's a completely different person. I'm sorry, who was trying to talk? Go ahead.
Oh no,
Hal
I said
said
that.
that,
It's true that he.
Oh yeah, you just missed a joke. Is all. That's
Yeah,
all it was.
yeah.
Okay, that's all right. That's not new.
It was really funny though.
It was a funny joke.
Say it
I
again,
enjoyed
then.
it.
Maybe I'll laugh.
I know he's Egyptian because I've seen him walk.
Oh,
You know,
like an Egyptian. They were cute
They made a
girls.
song
though.
after
You got to
him.
give them credit. Those are cute girls, man.
Janet
Cars,
Hoff's still
man.
cute.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They were no go-go's, but they were all right.
Oh no, I'll take the Bengals over the Go-Go's any day, dude. Any day. But Pat
What?
Benatar, they all step out of the way though, because Pat was freaking spectacular.
Oh, she was smoking too in her early
What?
days.
She was, dude. Yeah,
Hmm.
dude.
She was more like a buck-toothed Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, but I'm talking vocal ability. That lady was insanely
Oh, yeah.
singer, dude.
Yeah.
Those
Oh, okay.
and
I
those
was for children.
first few albums, those were fantastic albums.
They were. Yeah. Well, of course, she used to be an opera singer that decided to come over into the pop genre and make some money, and she did.
She wasn't
But,
the only one.
No, that's true. That's true. We got Alan doing the Phantom. Awesome. I love the Phantom's face you got going on, dude, so far.
The
That is
Phantom?
awesome.
Oh man, I was doing the Phantom.
That's okay. You can have multiple
I can change him to
Phantoms.
Blue Beetle.
No,
No,
dude.
pretty much the
I
same
love
costume.
what you're doing with the face. That's awesome.
No, yeah, you got the face
still
going.
just
I'll
staying on
just
the
change
pose.
my face.
Now, who was the guy who did? I want to say Billy Zane, but I don't think it's Billy Zane. Who's the guy who did the movie version of the Phantom?
That was
Billy
Billy
Zane.
Zane.
I don't think it is Billy Zane, guys.
It's
Billy Zane?
Correct.
The one that came out in the 90s,
No.
yeah.
So I'm right, even though I don't think I
Yeah.
am. That's
Yeah,
of course
for
that's
once,
true.
you're
Yeah,
right.
it was a walk-off.
Billy Zane.
Yeah, of course. It's okay.
Before him, it was Captain Marvel.
Brie Larson?
No, the real Captain Marvel. Shazami.
Huh?
The strongest man in the world. Played the Phantom and Captain Marvel.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay then. Let's go over here and see what Bill is doing. Bill he's not doing anything. He's painting miniature structures for role playing.
I'm making shipping containers like this
You
one.
are, dude. Yes, Argos.
Oops.
The Argos
Yeah.
company. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got about a dozen of these to prime.
It is
trying
so
to get ready.
simple to get it done, isn't it, once you put your mind to it, huh?
This part sucks,
Yeah, but I
but yeah,
mean, I see how you're doing. You're using light bulb canisters. You edged them out with what, tape,
nope. This is actually corrugated paper. I
which is the light
got,
bulb stuff.
which is from a base wrap that's
Oh,
used
okay.
on like by beer or soda companies on
Oh,
displays.
oh, I see.
So I got a found a roll of that in my car one day, and so I started using it.
He,
And then
well, hold on a second.
the
He found a roll of that in his car one day.
is magic.
It just
Why
magically showed up there.
The roll fairy.
the roll fairy. And then this is cardboard I cut to like a half inch and then scored
So,
down the middle.
so you've made this quite robust then.
Yeah, yeah.
Why,
And then
look,
this
how
is-
did that rare paper product find its way into my car?
it
Hmm,
rolled in there?
Fell off the
it
back
rolled
of a
in there.
truck.
When I never started using, I never knew what white charcoal was until my dad showed it to me, and because it was just a random white charcoal pencil in his desk, and I started using it ever since.
White
So
charcoal. Oh no, you
white
do.
charcoal
That's right.
pencil.
You do
Yeah, you do
interesting
that.
lighting
Cool
and
stuff.
stuff. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
neat. Bill here is very good at miniaturization. We play that super nerdy stuff like D&D together. Yeah,
Nerds.
and yeah, I know, but he miniaturizes things really really well. It's quite the talent, Bill.
That's
It's
awesome.
fun. And this
I
is my
thought I was the only one that used medicine bottles to paint my miniatures.
oh yeah. Medicine balls are great. This is my favorite part is spaghetti. I use for the big metal bars on the end of the
Oh.
containers.
See, that's what I mean. He's got a talent
Yeah.
for it. He finds these things that magically appear in the trunk of his car.
Yeah. When I tried fettuccine and spaghetti mix here,
Oh,
I didn't
well,
really
yeah, there you go. There you go.
see it. And that one, it didn't
That's
turn out
cool.
so well. So it was kind of a pain in the butt because it kept on breaking. So then I tried cardboard for the ends, but using more of this corrugated paper works pretty cool. So I'm basing it. It's a mix of paint and Mod Podge or Elmer's glue.
Mm.
So it'll seal the paper. So when I airbrush like this whole piece, it won't get all warpy and fall apart.
Right.
Yeah.
See, I
Then,
didn't think about
no.
that. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
and then I'll detail it out. But I found this cool product where someone took pigment and an adhesive and made it into a really fine powder. And so when you add friction to it, it adheres. So you just pour some of this dust on here and then rub it with a brush and boom, it's on. You can play around with it and get all
Yeah.
kinds of cool
Yeah, no,
textures.
I get into a bit of a run of watching diorama. I'm sure they don't use that word, but
Oh
diorama
yeah.
creators.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, those are awesome.
They are awesome, dude. Those guys are freaking insane. And I think Bill is definitely on that track, man. Because I've seen him do a lot of really interesting things, particularly with structures. But there's this one guy. I feel like he's British, but maybe he's not. But he doesn't speak. He just puts words on the screen, so he could be a non-English speaker.
I don't like those guys.
Yeah, I don't. I get it. I prefer to hear words. No, I get it. But his skill level is rather insane.
Yeah. Yeah. There is some.
Is he the one that does like the Altoid tins and turns them into
Yeah,
dioramas?
no, he does,
That guy's
but
cool.
he also
Those
do a
are
lot of like museum grade crap.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy the ones that add LED lighting to theirs. Those are kind of neat. That's like an
Mhm.
interesting finishing touch.
I saw
There's-
some people use like old cell phones and turn those into like billboards.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah,
for like
yeah.
a-
That's
for
not
like
a
a
bad
sci-fi
idea.
I saw a
or
couple of them
cyberpunk
using
movie.
them for like portals. They'd build a portal around it, and
Ooh.
the cell phone would have the image inside it where you're going and stuff. It looked really cool.
Yeah, no,
That's a
those
great
are
idea.
neat, dude. There's a Japanese boy that, because my wife gets bored with most of the stuff I watch, but if it involves her nationality, it'll hold her attention a bit longer. And there's a Japanese boy that I kind of feel he's trying to get work. He's like it's almost like a promotional videos he's putting out for himself. I feel so. But all he doesn't speak on that either. It's all in Japanese. All the text on the screen is in Japanese. But that kid, he does the same kind of thing with the dioramas, but he works with clay a lot. And it's just fantastic. I'm like, this kid needs to be working for some studio somewhere.
Yeah, play. It's a really fun medium. I don't have the patience for play or the skill set. Try. So I like more tangible, those tactile things where you're using different materials and bashing them together to come up with stuff. Like this looks like this, so I'm going to stick it with something else that looks like that and see what happens out of it.
Fair.
Be interesting to see what you can do with the ingredients of most Taco Bell items.
Right. Right.
The Taco Bell crafting challenge. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Now we're looking at Sheldon here, and he's doing the Phantom as well, but he's very different pose.
Slightly different. I don't know. He might not be the Phantom. I might change his face.
Dude.
Could be Tarzan with a banana.
Or it could be Doc Savage.
He could just be one of the other
build of
Phantoms.
Doc Savage, dude.
A 23rd Phantom.
Oh yeah, there was more than one.
There were, yeah.
Mhm.
But when I saw the body frame, I was, because I see you're doing Phantom, but dude, that could be the Man of Bronze easily.
We'll find out. It'll be a surprise at the end.
Was it Dynamite once again that did the Doc Savage run, like a really long, really wonderful art run? Was that Dynamite that did that?
They've done so. Actually, he's been printed by everybody.
Yeah, every comic company's had it at some point.
But I'm talking about that one that had that great artwork. It was a really beautiful homage to the era.
Huh.
But that was a long, long run. There's a lot of those comic books, and I've read all of those. Those are great.
And I heard of Doc Savage a lot, but I don't know what that's about. Is it like Flash Gordon?
Well,
He was the first Superman.
Doc Savage, the Man of Bronze.
Yes, he's just a really smart, action-capable dude, really. But he's but I just like the storylines because back in those days before the Comic Authority code came in, those guys would they'd make stuff for adults. It was not just the blood or graphicness of a female's body, but also the intent, the content, the story, right? And those Doc Savage ones are awesome, dude. They're not playing around in those comic books.
We're reading it right now on Storytime.
That's the thing about that era of time. Not only the pulp comic books and all that, but the pulp fiction that came out, and like the magazines, like Strange Tales is one of them. But Analog was sort of an extension from that period, and
it's the one that lasted the longest.
Yeah,
Argos was one. That was a big one.
That's true. I kind of regret that those went away because those were kind of cool, but it sort of dies off.
It does. Well, America was founded by prudish Protestants. Let's be fair, and that prudishness just pops up in our history. Just keeps coming back, cycles back in. It has. We had the whole thing with the stuff that was going on in the 20s and early 30s, and then later in the 50s, and now. The 60s had a little bit of it, but we got that prudishness back on us again. It's just coming from an odd direction now. But it's the same thing. It's just I don't know if America will ever get away from it. It's in our core, I guess.
In the blood.
Yeah. See, I kind of agree. It should be for adults and should be labeled properly and keep it away from the kids. Fair enough. But I also believe in freedom.
That little thing?
That old
in America?
If you got a $1.05, you can have freedom, buddy.
Yeah,
Liter cola.
It is weird though, the direction that the current prudishness is coming from, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like anti-prude.
Yeah, it's the people that were against the prudes like 40, 50 years ago.
Yeah, well, yeah, right. But and they're not prudish actually. It's very, and of course, this comic can always be made. They're prudish about what they want to be prudish about.
Yeah,
It's
that's what it's
not.
always about.
It's always about.
Bunch of sluts, really.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, that's true. But Elrod, you are not displaying, just so you know.
Oh my goodness. Do, 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 do.
But it is weird how slutish they are, but yet they are constantly trying to, throw prudish concepts around. It is weird, isn't it?
Don't be judging.
Well, I'll judge all the hell I want.
Nuh-uh.
Unless it's a kink, then you can judge.
Well, I was told I'm not allowed to shut. They said I can't slut shame, and it's like, yes, I can. I mean,
Yeah,
A
wasn't
slut would
feminism
say that.
great? We couldn't that men can't hoot and holler and objectify women, then they can sell themselves as commodities.
mhm,
They fought
Or
they fought
twerk on
such a good
screen.
fight.
they did.
Mm,
Yeah, I know.
working.
That's what I mean. It's very bizarre, because they are the ones who are in charge of the prudishness right now. But I'm gonna leave it on Elrod, or should I put it main screen? I got to go do something real quick. Jeff, if you can take over, I'll leave it on Elrod.
Okay, I'll take over. I'm taking over. I got my hands on the levers. Got the control.
Wow, you're doing a great job.
Yeah, thank you.
You're like that puppy that finally caught up to the truck that's been chasing. Wow.
Yeah.
You know who
Die,
I
evil
almost
truck.
did? Almost a Darkwing Duck. Would he have counted?
Darkwing
What's
Duck?
that?
Darkwing Duck?
No.
Yeah. I mean, you could have done Duck Dodgers as well.
Duck Dodgers.
You know what I didn't see on this list is is Captain Midnight was he a real thing, right?
Yeah,
Telling
he
us to drink
started in
Ovaltine?
comics, yeah.
Captain Midnight.
Captain
He's gonna
Midnight.
let it all hang out.
Brought to you by Jello.
Ovaltine. Drink your Ovaltine.
Look out, it's Little Orphan Annie.
9 out of 10 doctors agree. Lucky Strikes is the best cigarette. Low in tar and high in flavor.
Funny you saying that because that's what
Great
I'm
for
throwing
pregnancies.
Right now, a cigarette.
Pregnant mothers
8 out of
need
10
the
pregnant women agree. I love Lucky Strike. My babies were born with 3 eyes, and that gives them an advantage in the factories.
Great for shiny natural coat.
Of course, all the kids that were born to people who were smoking put us on the moon. And now that nobody smokes, we have massive inflation.
Wait, I thought it was Nazis that put us on the moon.
No, it's the Nazis
Oh,
that are
they
now
did smoke.
on the moon.
Yeah, they're on the
currently
moon, and they have a moon base, and they're lizard people now.
Duh, Elrod.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah,
real
nice.
estate, Elrod.
The Nazis were in Antarctica.
That too.
Well,
That's how they
they're
get to the
underneath
moon.
And Pellucidar.
So they need to be at their Antarctica base, because it's closer to the moon or
It is.
something. And the hollow,
See,
and the hole in the Earth, because the Earth is hollow and flat.
Yep.
Flat and hollow.
Pellucidar, where dinosaurs still live.
If the Earth's so flat, why is my life going downhill?
Shit.
Normally I'd make fun of Chester at this point, but I'm too freaking tired. Then me and the wife are going to be driving out to BasedCon, and that's where Rosa is on our way to right now.
That's right.
Based.
That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna try and set up a live stream with my camera. See if it'll work. Try and wrangle her in on there, and I'll just say something and then I'll let her talk.
Mm-hmm. That would be the thing to do.
She will talk.
Yes, yes, she will.
We have ways of making her talk.
You will
Start-
tell me.
Start with hello.
Yeah.
He will say, "Hey, y'all."
Oh yes, Fräulein. You will.
Yeah, and we're missing Melissa and Amy. It's
In a
almost
friend
like
emergency.
Yeah.
it's almost. I mean, it's like I don't know. It's like missing your left arm.
Yeah, and they're big Pulp fans now, so it's kind of disappointing. I would have loved to seen what they did.
We're gonna miss an
Little Zorro.
animation.
Cute
Well,
little
never
Conan
mind.
the
Blue
Bugbear.
Moon will be drawn.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if Blue Moon's going to be around tonight. I saw that he was at the Scorpions concert tonight.
Jeez.
Good grief.
Everybody's
dropping
gone.
like flies.
So I don't know if he's drawing tonight or
The
not.
Winds
He
of
might be.
Change? That Scorpions? Was that Scorpion? Winds of Change?
Yeah.
Scorpions.
And the winds of change. Winds of change.
The song that
Such a
brought
good
down the
song.
Berlin Wall.
I thought that was.
Chester played on the
I
saxophone.
thought that was.
The Hoff.
Yeah, the Hoff.
At least it
brought
was
down
in
the wall?
Germany. In America, we had Scorpion.
Castle the Hoff.
The Hoff.
They did the Scorpions did something for a local radio station, an intro. It was like, "We are the Scorpions, and we are going to sting you, sting you, sting you, sting you."
Did they really do it like that?
Yeah, it was like I heard it the first time, and it's like it never left my mind. It's a piece of
That sounds like a
sound that
SNL
is
skit.
like lodged forever in my brain. But it's
Well,
like
it's a good after a few. Oops, sorry. Say after a few pilsners, I'm sure it sounded like a good idea.
we're going to sting you, sting you, sting you, sting you.
And now the
They
Scorpions
seem-
are all hanging out on their secret base somewhere.
Stinging each other.
And now we got Ramstein, and we don't need them anymore.
I'm gonna go see them tomorrow.
Ramstein.
Yeah,
Rammstein.
Ramstein.
Ramstein. I went there once. I was like 60 feet away from their the wherever they shoot the flames from.
Oh,
But,
yeah,
like,
and you died of heat
still-
exhaustion.
Yeah, it's like still hot even though you're that far away.
Well, so apparently the show isn't selling, or at least at the like all the other shows are selling out, but the show that I'm going to isn't selling as well. So they're selling the tickets for super cheap tomorrow, so they can try to fill it up. And they upgraded our tickets and gave us these brand new tickets because we were like way up in the rafters because they were cheap tickets. But they quote unquote upgraded our tickets because they made all the tickets cheaper and put us in the pit. And we were like, no, we don't want to be in the pit. Like, we want to see them up in the rafters so that we're not, because here's the other thing. When they were finishing the European tour, they were getting all these articles out in the European tour that neighborhoods 11 miles away could hear the concert. So not only if you're that close to the stage, you're getting heat exhaustion, because people do go to the hospital at Rammstein concerts for heat exhaustion. But you'll also just go deaf because of how loud it is. So we were like, no, you don't understand. Like, we are pit people. Like, I love going to concerts and being in the pit, but
Are we talking about Halloween?
No, Ramstein.
Rammstein.
Du
Rammstein.
hast.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Louder
I've heard
than
them
a-
before. They're okay.
Du hast mich das gesagt.
yeah, I like them.
Yeah.
I heard the loudest concert ever was a Hanson concert.
Holy shit.
I believe it.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't
just
the
girls
audio
screaming.
equipment. It was actually the women. It was actually
Yeah,
the
this is
girls.
the girls
screaming girls.
Well, that just means the Antichrist is certainly amongst us. God damn it!
Or
Yeah.
was
I
it
got to
that?
meet. I got to meet one of Hanson.
Did you?
The one that looks like a horse. I got to meet him.
Oh, the bass
Did you
player
pet his
thing?
mane and feed him a carrot?
Aw.
Shh, 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 shh.
I did offer him
Or
a carrot. Yes.
peanut butter.
It's like, you look like you could use a carrot, fella. I can't lead you to
Man.
water, and I can't make you drink it, but I can shoot you if you break your leg.
There was
long
a
legs?
glue.
what was it? The Rolling Stones when they had their concert and they would see the women scream, and somebody mentioned that they could actually see like streams of urine going down through the seats because the girls are screaming and peeing their pants.
That's just from Keith Richards.
Holy shit,
know.
dude! Get a hold
He's
of
like, I can't help it,
yourself.
I'm old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the opposite now. Right?
I was just about to, I was like, I don't know anybody who'd be screaming like that for Keith Richards. I mean, maybe for his
Well,
money, yeah. But
I
like
never
Keith
understood
Richards,
why
man.
girls get like that, but they do. Yeah, and once
I
again, I
don't-
do apologize of leaving you in Jeff's tender embraces.
No,
Did
he
you
was
get coffee
tender.
at least?
Mm.
Like a touchy uncle.
Yeah.
Get off my kid! Get off my lawn, you kid! Get off my kid, you lawn!
Sit on my lap. Whoa, no, Jeff.
Oh,
I got a quarter
Touchy
in my
uncle, not
pocket.
a Uncle Touchy. Don't get it
Is
confused.
that a roll of quarters in your pocket, Uncle Jeff?
It's called Find the Quarter, young lad.
Base con, you say?
Yes, Basecon.
You know, my uncle Bob
Yeah,
used
in
to
the
come
basement.
over to the kids' table during the family get-togethers, and
Uh-oh.
he'd come over and he'd have a coin in his hand and said, "The first one of you says shit gets it." Uncle Bob was awesome, dude.
Did Jennifer get it?
Well, to be honest, those events were usually in the wintertime, and I only saw her in the summer. She actually lived in New York. She's a New York kid.
She was a summertime girl.
Is she hibernating? Does she hibernate?
Well, no, she's a New York kid, but in the summer, I don't know the deal because I was just a kid. But in the summer, she'd come over and be with my uncle Bill, of course, her grandpa, and she would show up at grandma's house. All the kids kind of got thrown at grandma's and grandpa's house, right? But normally they're in New York. Like I said, their family was like some kind of something to do with clothing, linen. I don't know. They had some kind of clothing business.
Nice. Should got her autograph, bro.
Did it bother you seeing Tom Cruise banger in the new Top Gun movie?
Why would it bother me?
I mean, it's your cousin, dude.
He's totally gonna bang your cousin, bro.
Chester runs in the screen, bounces off.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Hey, get off her!
one thing. Yeah, right. One thing is, congratulations to her. She's had a long career. She seems pretty normal. Sounds like she married a dude and she got some kids, and they just kind of she's living, being a normal human being.
She married the Vision.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. But I mean, she's been married a long time, right?
Yeah.
And you know, she's not one of those typical Hollywood idiots. She didn't turn into that, thank goodness. And she's just having a normal life. I couldn't tell you anything. I haven't seen her since I was little, but you know, it seems to me she's done pretty good with her life. So congratulations, you know.
She married Paul Bettany?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really? I did not
Bet
know
she
that.
doesn't have a yacht.
I
Or a sex no.
probably have an actual real one.
Hey, could you get her on the show sometime, Chester? I mean, give her a call and say,
I have
hey, I do the
not
show.
spoken to her in 4 decades, dude.
So
That's the
perfect.
best way to approach family. Like, listen,
Yeah.
you probably don't even remember me. We haven't talked in 40 years, so I'm calling in a favor.
But I am your
Uh,
cousin.
Yeah, but I got this YouTube channel with a bunch of artists on it, and hello.
Exactly.
It's really big
They like to
time.
make rude comments about your naked body. Would you like to come on?
Right. I mean,
Your
why would you
eyebrows.
guys want her
Hello?
even here? To be honest with you,
Hello?
but no, she's been. I have a bunch of relatives that have done well for themselves in life, and good for them. You know, good on them.
Can you get some of your other relatives to be on the show?
Yeah, like Phoebe Cates.
Yeah. Oh God. Here we go.
I heard your aunt just died.
Oh, the Queen. Yeah.
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 Well, see, now we know why Rabbit isn't on this episode is because he was
Mm,
there.
he was dealing
he
with
was
her.
he
dealing
was
her.
there. He had a job
Rabbit
to
is
do.
the Reggie Jackson of England.
Didn't everybody
He's
get
in
to go
morning.
home today? They didn't have to go to work.
They all had to go to the pub.
I don't know. They can't go to the pub because they've all been shut down because of energy costs. So yeah. So what do you want?
I'll be right back.
Fucking losers.
For
I
real?
mean, Queen really isn't dead.
For real, no, for real. The energy costs in Britain have increased 410%.
Oh yeah, they're in an insane spot right now. It's
France is
They
the
need her
worst.
corpse to bring it back.
Well, fair enough. I know Britain. In Britain, the Queen is important to them, and in America, oddly enough, there's a lot of love for the royal family as well. But that lady. There's some things that she has done I certainly don't like, but there are things she's done that I do. So overall, if you're going to reign for 70 years, I imagine you're going to have your ups and downs, aren't you?
I mean, it's not like she had any real political pull anyway. They have,
She
they have a
does.
parliament for
See,
that.
that's the thing, though. The monarch in Britain does have power. She just emphatically chose not to use it, which makes her quite unique, right? She's very interesting in that regard, because they do have power. There's a lot of things they can actually do, but she never did. Which is probably the British appreciate her more for that.
Like get away with being Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Twist apocalypse.
Well, now come on. She came in what 52 or something like that. She's not quite old enough for it to be Jack the Ripper, but
Oh, Jack the
She
Ripper
more
was
time
H.H.
than that.
Holmes. Come on.
Yeah.
No,
fair enough.
Jack the Ripper was one of the royal family. And they
It
covered
could
Yeah,
it
he was
up.
like
Yeah, that
the
could've
kid or something.
Yeah, he's like the Prince Andrew of his time.
Oh God, Prince Andrew.
Mhm.
Here we go.
I
But
think it was Prince Albert, right? The one that's in the can.
oh,
Yeah,
Or the
Andrew,
piercing.
Yeah,
the one that has the piercing. Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
yeah, the one piercing.
But I do know that her papa, King George, not the George we Americans don't
Take
like,
that,
but
King George.
but the other King George. No, he was a pretty
Madness.
good king, dude. He was a pretty solid king. And she took over and decided to not be queen. Really, so that's what she's famous for, not being queen.
Mm.
So,
What are the chances we're gonna get a King Ralph situation out of this?
well,
Oh, we can only hope.
That'd be
now that
awesome.
is interesting because technically Charles would be the person to take over, but I would think that they would be loath to let that happen because the problem with Charles is he's weird, but he's also highly political.
Well, didn't he also?
Joffrey.
He just didn't he renounce the crown because of what he did, and married that crazy lady.
Those conversations have been going on, dude. Yeah, and I'm curious how it'll work out because honestly, what Britain wants is William. That's what they want. And honestly,
Mm.
William would be better choice
If
because he'll be more like
if he
grandma.
can take the sword out of the stone, though.
That's fair. That is fair. But no, that King Ralph reference is great. Of course, he was the Duke of Earl, to be fair. Yes. But yeah, no, there is a secession, to be fair. I don't know where the chart is now, but there is a chart. So.
Would be William.
No, it's Evan William, but I'm saying there are others below that, right? Other families. But no, I know the British and the Parliament particularly wants William, but I'm not sure, Andrew.
It's gonna be King Charles. King Charles III.
Mhm.
Queen.
They
They
should make a
already
reality TV show out of it.
And yeah.
Well, he could
And they
make
call
a
him,
lot of
he'll
problems.
be
though.
like they sort of like coined the term the Sandwich King.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
he's gonna be like pretty short reign, and then it just goes straight to William anyway.
I think so. I think something like that
After
might
about
work out.
20 odd years, yeah.
Unless he decides to do like his mom and never die.
Well, but the thing is, if Charles does get the reign, he could cause a lot of trouble. Because, like I said, the monarchs actually have quite a bit of authority and power. It's not like here in Japan where they're literally just figureheads. They do have power. It's just she didn't use it. Charles might, though. He's highly political,
Oh yeah.
Mm,
Well, and I think a lot of it has to do with his crazy wife, right?
His mother wife.
His actual love of his life. Yeah.
Yeah, his mom wife.
Well, that is one thing that I kind of push back against because, Camilla is his love, and they were on to get married, but the queen didn't like it. She wasn't high enough ranking, and therefore forced him to marry, Diana, who he was
That
not in
whore.
love with whatsoever. But him going back to Camilla, who is a lower ranked noble, but she's still a noble, right? But so I don't think there's any actual worries of abdication like where Harry did because he married someone completely out of the loop. So that's why he
Oh, maybe that's who I'm thinking of. I'm sorry. I think I got the names completely mixed up.
Harry's out of the loop.
So where does
I don't think Harry's blood.
where does John Stark
Thinking about
play
that.
into all of this?
Well, that
Yeah.
that is the question, isn't it? Because we need a John Stark. That would be a great king. No, the chat is telling me they're not interested in royal conversations. I do apologize.
Wow.
They're Americans, buddy.
Yeah, fair enough. No, I get it. I get it.
Sorry, we have to have something to talk about while we draw.
I tell you, on
We
social
kicked
media,
their butts across
everybody's
the
been
ocean
pretty
200
brutal about
years
it.
ago.
What do you
As
mean?
long as
They've
they
been
don't
pretty
raise the
cool
P
about it?
tax.
Oh, they just mean memes. I mean, it's the left and the right. It's like they've come together to just attack the queen dying and so happy about it.
Why?
Oh, I was going to say, I was wondering if that was going to happen.
Don't know.
They're
I was
just
shocked
mean.
by it.
They're just mean.
Yeah,
in general.
I don't. But I also haven't been seeing this as the like. I hear that people are like, "Oh yeah, that's what's happening," but I haven't seen any evidence of that on my own time.
I don't really look at
I've seen a lot of it so far.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's too bad. I mean, like I said, there's some things she did I didn't really care for, particularly what I was mentioning with Charles, because that forcing him to do that, that's pretty mean. But then
It's
again,
what a mother does.
Well, it's what a royal does too, right? The royals don't really have a lot of choice in their marriages. Like when we talk about Elizabeth's father, George, right? He wasn't supposed to be king. It was his other brother, but that guy married some weird divorcee lady, and they kicked him out, right?
Oh yeah, I watched that movie.
Well, yeah. Did
King's
they make a
Speech.
movie about it? Oh, the King's Speech. That's got Colin
Firth. Colin Firth.
Firth, is that his name?
Maybe they'll make him king. People like him a lot.
Well,
Yeah.
sure, right? But no, he did a good job in that movie, actually.
People love him. He's Mr.
Darcy. For goodness.
Yeah, everyone loves Mr. Darcy. Oh my God.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that we just continued doing exactly what the chat told us not to do. It was just like, yeah, the chat said that. Let's just keep going. Oh,
yeah, because we're rebels, baby. We're rebels.
Right.
Screw you,
Chat.
You can't tell us what to do. You're not my real dad.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. But
Chat, you are not the boss of me.
It is big international
Where
news.
were you on Christmas, chat?
Yeah. Huh? It's perfect. Yeah. But no, because
where were you on my 8th birthday, chat?
Well,
you think a card?
It's just a shame
Feeling
that
for
Richard
fatherly
Jackson
love.
has been brought into custody for finally killing the Queen.
Oh. Yeah. But no, I think it's actually more
down.
important than we
He's
are
perfect
imagining
at the
because, Britain's in a rough spot right now. Like I said, the monarchs do have authority there to do certain things. So if Charles comes in, he might try to push that authority, and he's super green, right? He's 100% global warming dude, right? And we're seeing some of the destructive aspects of that coming into play harshly right now. So it's not nothing, dude. It could turn into something. Matter of fact, if Charles does get in and he pushes his authority, we might be seeing the actual final death of the monarchy. Right?
Not if Colin Firth can stop it.
That's true. That's true.
Because he's the hero. He can do it.
That's right.
But it'd be nice for Britain to have a king.
If he can tame Bridget Jones, he can tame the monarchy.
If the king identifies as a king.
Okay. Well,
Get
Harry up in there. I identify as
what are you
little
guys, biologists?
beta man. Yeah. Lady says lady says speaks truth. She says, Chester, we still love you. It's just the rest of them we have problems with. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chad has told you.
dang.
I don't know who the rest of them are talking
That
about.
would be you.
I don't know.
I don't know. I
What's
don't know
all
about
this
that.
you people
I don't know
talk
about
in the
that.
chat?
Well, she doesn't say we. She
Alright,
says WWE.
It'd be you.
Oh, semantics. Semantics. I see.
Super semantics. Which means it's gonna be a battle royal.
Yeah. Well, lady says maybe Jon Snow will come and take him out. Fair enough. Yeah. No
I
petrol
still vote
vehicles
Mr.
by
Darcy.
2030. I have spoken. Yeah, that's the whole. They're all the Westerners pushing that. That's not going to happen, dude. If they could get their lithium battery situation under control, actually, it would probably be a good thing. But they won't, because it's at
It's
the
under
end of
control.
its technology. It can't go any further. They need something new.
It is under control. It's under the China control.
Well, more importantly, it's on the edge of exploding constantly. Control. Yeah, there you go. Because the technology doesn't have any further to go. Is the problem.
Nuclear. We need nuclear cars.
We do. Why don't we have nuclear cars?
Why don't we have flying cars? There's the
I
problem.
wish we could just put like 70,000 AA batteries into a car. Then it would run real good. That'd be great.
Whoa, then we would travel time.
We would.
Well, if you've ever seen some of those early batteries, that's exactly what they were. They
Mhm.
were banks and banks and banks of these like AA size batteries, all soldered together. I kid you not. I know a
Tesla-
guy.
Tesla's
That's
still
amazing.
that, dude. Tesla
I
is
worked with
still
a
that.
guy. I worked with a guy who was into. He originally did his undergraduate in the green energy type technologies or alternate vehicle technologies. And we had one of those batteries in there. He was looking at it, and that's all it was. It's just the banks of AA batteries.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, well, I mean, but I was saying, the Tesla battery is exactly that. It is just banks of stacked, what looks like a AA battery, a little bit bigger, but it's just stacked these little batteries into a box. So if you look at it, you think it's a bigger thing, but it's not.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that was always my main complaint of the whole Tesla thing starting out. Like, sure, Teslas are great and they're fine, and Elon Musk has a successful company, but I've had technology for a long time, and a lot of that stuff has lithium batteries in it, and over time lithium batteries swell and then explode. And it's not like you can just dispose of them. So are we just going to have giant wastelands of giant cracking, swollen, exploding batteries like in 10 to 20 years?
Well, dude, I mean, you're pointing out the fact that these supposed electric vehicles are far less green than just putting gas in your car.
Stop being a science denier.
Yeah. And beyond and of course, you also have decay, and of course, replacing one of those battery sets is like 20 grand, right? Which you have to do in like 7 years. And then on top of that, we're seeing the
How much
cost
it'll
of
cost
electric
once the
cars.
demand-
Electric
once the
cars and
demand
everything
for
are
the
going
battery
way
goes
up in
up.
price, dude. They're jacking in price hugely.
But the demand of the batteries will go way up, and they'll be $100 grand.
That's right. That's right.
Where do they get lithium from?
By tearing giant holes in the ground. Yeah.
I can't wait till we just go back to horse and buggy.
Poisons
By
the
creating
soil
a
and the
Mad Max
water.
wasteland.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
it's
gonna be
just
so
go look
cool.
at a lithium mine and then go look at a oil derrick. And decide which you think is more ecological.
Then we'll all go boy and
Well,
trade
and it's
gasoline.
just oil we drill for, not like lithium, nickel. There's like 5 or 6 different things we have to mine for to make one battery.
Yeah, no, it's
we
need a new technology, and even Greta Thunberg agrees. We need a new technology. Thanks, Greta. That was helpful.
How dare you?
I love that.
Well, now I agree with it that we need it. If she said so,
Yeah.
she is the conscience.
Well,
did you hear what the child said?
Well, yeah, I
now
know,
it's
but
all clear.
it would be nice if we did have a new technology. I mean, let's be fair.
called the radio.
But they would overcharge us anyway, so what would be the difference?
Can't
What's
you
the
do water? Don't people make like water engines that are just as efficient?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no, I've seen it before.
Electrolysis.
There was a guy.
You get disappeared.
You do.
Yeah,
There was a
they
guy
all
back in the
got fought off.
70s that had that perpetual burp steam device he created, right? And it just perpetually produced energy. It just
I
worked.
saw an
The
ad on
first car
YouTube.
ran on steam. The Stanley
Well,
Steamer.
Yeah, those
That's
things are
awesome.
oh, these are awesome, dude.
You can clean your carpets with it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Saw an infomercial
They had
on
no
YouTube
brakes,
for
but
the
other than that, they were
electrolysis
amazing.
system. It's gotta be good.
What do you want about
Easy to
Bill?
do.
What are you trying to say? A little bit louder, please.
I saw an infomercial on YouTube about making your own electrolysis engine, so I think we should give that a shot. It's only like $500 to a PO box. Sounds legit.
So we've fallen into YouTube
is it
videos.
your PO box?
Oh,
Well, please make your checks out to Argos Creations at PO Box 666-666-666.
Hey guys, you wondering how I got this cool Lamborghini? Well, you could have one too. All you got to do is send me $60,000 a year.
And this Lamborghini runs on farts. It's unbelievable.
These small classified ads.
right. Well, I'd rather talk about why there's so many movies before 9/11 that the clock is set at 9/11. That's what I want to talk about.
Wait, which movies?
How about we talk about Pulp?
Yeah, Pulp. Yeah, no, Pulp.
Oh yeah.
Pulp?
I like oranges.
I love
and
that
I don't
band.
mind having. I don't mind
Common
having pulp in
people,
my
baby.
orange
Common
juice.
I
people.
like a lot of
Quentin
Pulp.
I like my
Tarantino.
orange juice pulp free if you don't mind.
I've been drawing John Paul II this whole time.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there you go. Hopefully you guys are drawing along. We are doing Pulp today. Of course, we announced that in the beginning. And just go and drop that on the Discord, or you can go over to Twitter and put in hashtag DNQFE, and we'll take a look at it for sure. Yeah, no, there's some interesting things. I like what Amron's doing, although I know beauty is in the eye of the beholders, Amron, but I don't like this type of face on a woman, just so you know.
Oh my gosh.
Where her
Dude,
arms are
Smiling or
lifted.
something?
I'm
You're
just,
so gonna lose, man.
I'm just not into that type of lady.
A white face?
What, a white lady?
No, these you go look at it.
I'm not going to look at it.
Some dudes like that though. I get it. Now he's going to see I'm
I don't wanna
modeling
be
after my
offended.
mom. Oh,
She's not that type of girl.
My dead mom.
oh,
Yeah.
double.
I only see sagging boobs.
Oh,
there
the
it
boobs
is.
are fine. No
Oh.
problem with the boobs.
Large, sagging boobs. Large.
I'm very picky, Amron, just so you know.
I know you are.
Dude, he's drawing it to win a contest, not so you can date her.
Oh, fine.
Hey, Armoron, just slant the eyes a little bit and Chester will be happy.
Yeah. He could hook that up if
A
he
little
wanted.
more
then you would
Lucy
have to
Lou
make-
in there if you don't mind.
Well, then he would have to make the boobs significantly smaller.
A cavalcade of MASH extras.
Oh, did you
I'm
guys
done.
see I was watching the just kind of the cavalcade of news type of stuff about silly monkey tricks, right? And what was that girl? She's actually a cutie, but she's toxic as hell. That Olivia Wilde, I think her name is.
Oh, right.
Geez.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a
That's a
supervillain,
nightmare.
that chick.
Yeah, it seems so. But her new movie.
James Sudeikis.
Chris Pine is supposedly playing Jordan Peterson
Jordan
because
Peterson?
he's the king of the incels, and it's
Yeah.
like, well, have you ever actually noticed that Jordan Peterson doesn't like incels, and he kind of yells at them? It's like, are you
But
not
they
paying
love
attention?
him.
I just think it's so
Yes,
weird
get out
that
of the house. Clean your
Jordan
room.
Peterson has made such an impression
Yeah,
that he's made it all the way to Hollywood that they're making him a villain.
I know.
It's just
I know.
like, and if Hollywood is making you a villain, then I guess you know who the real good guy is because Hollywood is always the bad guy.
Get out and
Right.
touch some grass.
Wasn't she? Isn't that where they served her
Maybe
divorce
sniff
papers?
a little bit of glue, but stay away from the video games for cripe's sakes.
Hollywood, they
Your
can't.
hands off yourself
They don't
and talk
understand
to a girl.
the concept of fealty. But yeah, no, I just think it's
Guys,
funny
make your
because
beds.
what is it
Make
he's
your
done?
beds and take lots of pills.
Well, yeah, but he's the opposite of pills. But no, I mean,
Not
all he's
really.
really told you is to, improve yourself, be better. I mean, it's all he's
Maybe
saying.
jump off the
I
roof.
improved myself
If it's not too
by
high off the
overdosing on
ground,
many,
it's
many
not that
pills.
hard.
Jesus. All
I
right.
love all the
Poor
impressions,
Jordan.
but no, I every once in a while just see what he's saying, and like I don't have a problem with Jordan Peterson.
No, he's a
I hear you love
smart
Jason
cookie.
Sudeikis now. It's like
Is that-
Jason Sudeikis was right.
That's her husband, right?
Her ex, yeah.
Ex. I thought they were
Well,
married
yeah,
a
she
day
Apparently
was.
they're,
ago.
they're fighting.
She was like cheating on him with Harry Styles, one of the stars of that movie she's directing.
The gay boy?
Oh, jeez.
With yeah, I mean,
Gay
and it's funny
for
too because like he's like a 20-something and she's the director. Like if she was a guy and he was a girl,
Me
it seems
too,
like
baby.
Mm-hmm.
Harry
a
Styles
lot
seems to
different.
be making his way around to all these chicks in Hollywood. That's kind of disgusting.
And isn't it interesting? Wasn't he and his other band members, weren't they the straight edge dudes? Wasn't that their whole shtick?
No, you're thinking of the Jonas Brothers.
Isn't he a
What?
Jonas brother?
No, it's you're thinking he's from One Direction.
No, that was Hanson.
Oh,
You're
What do
thinking-
I
Yeah, he was in a band
Manchester.
called One Erection, so that should tell you something.
and the only reason I know that is because my cousin was so obsessed with One Direction that is just oh man,
Isn't One
never
Direction the boys that came out of that music contest with Simon Cowell? Is that's who they
Yes,
are? Yeah,
correct. Yeah. They basically all went on the X Factor, and then he mashed them together into one group, and was just like,
Wow.
"You're mine now."
Freaking
You
Simon
boys
knows money
come
when
to
he
my
sees
room
it,
later,
dude.
and we'll talk about your futures.
I remember they had over here in the mall up in the big city, they have a large section that in the malls here in Japan, not all of them, but a lot of them are basically part of the train station, right? And down in this one area that used to, it looked like it was used for something else, but they had a big section, and they always would put the new little whatever was popular selling those goods at the time for movies or whatever. But I remember they had a One Direction section that was selling key fobs and all that kind of nonsense,
Mm.
here in Japan.
Yeah,
Stop.
they were incredibly famous. It was weird.
Stop being like One Direction and be more like Doc Savage.
Fair. That
And
would be
clean your
nice.
room.
Clean your room, make your beds.
Why did I think Styles was a Jonas brother?
Because they're all the same.
With
Well,
white people all look alike. I don't know.
that's fair.
Because you're a straight white male.
White.
White.
What are we gonna do about men?
Although I have to say, Hanson were at least had a different look going on.
Yeah, they looked like little baby girls.
Baby
And a
girl
horse boy.
skateboarders. Yeah.
I do remember being in elementary school and thinking that it was a band of girls. Yeah. Was it elementary school? I don't remember. I don't remember how old
Like
I was
two
when we were a
girls
child.
and a horse boy. Yeah.
At least back in the day, Eric, we had groups like Boys to Men. What happened to the world?
And
Insane.
New Kids on the Block.
We don't talk about them.
In KOTV.
Wait, what's
The
wrong
right
with Donnie
stuff.
Wahlberg?
We had Menudo.
Oh, we did have Menudo. We did. Oh my God!
Oh,
Blast from
no.
the past.
So did their manager.
And Wham.
Isn't the
Yeah.
Jackson 5 considered a boy band?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
If they were
Um,
white, they would be.
Well, no,
They were
they're
one of the
definitely a boy band. Yeah. And they
no.
were a pretty good one. But you guys, the older fellows in here, you remember, Boys to Men, NSYNC, they were actually very talented.
Wait,
Instinct. What?
In NSYNC.
Are you
Not
suggesting
NSYNC,
that I don't
not
know
NSYNC.
who these bands are?
Is it? Yeah, it is a no. I'm talking about those three ladies that were just ridiculously good singers. So, but what was their name? Wasn't it?
Destiny's
Vogue?
Child.
Destiny's
Wilson
Child.
I slap you through the internet. God damn it.
Salt
No,
and pepper?
I'm just guessing.
before that
In Vogue.
shit.
Pepper, yeah,
In
salt and
Vogue,
pepper,
thank
yeah.
you. In Vogue.
Diana
Thank you for
Ross
that,
and the
or I'll send
Supremes?
Chester over to slap you.
Yeah. No, In Vogue was the real deal. And then we got crap like Destiny's Child and TLC, whatever the hell that was.
Well, I mean, now because of Destiny's Child, we have the Queen Bee, the most famous person on the face of the planet that we should all listen to, who's definitely not part of the Illuminati.
The Illuminati.
Go
Hey,
chase
Beyonce.
the
Madonna?
waterfall.
Beyonce.
Beyonce?
Have you not seen like all the craziness that's around Beyonce? Dude, I saw a COVID-19 vaccine commercial on the internet one day, and the lady was just like, I just think, what would Beyonce do? And I went and got my COVID vaccine. And I was just like, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
That's kind of how I live my life.
Well,
Except at the Bentley dealership, they always turn me away.
Beyonce isn't much of a singer, but she seems to be a really good entertainer, though.
That's the
Well-
craziest thing you've ever seen. You're not doing the right acid.
Oh, I have to be doing acid at all? Oh, okay.
To see the crazy,
There.
you need to have the LSD.
I am loving what Alan's doing today with the
Inject
Phantom,
it
though. This
directly
is
into my
awesome.
spinal fluid.
I love that face, dude.
In between your toes.
But then
Right,
how will I
guys.
have lifelong effects?
I
Or you
would
could
not
just spend 5 minutes on Twitter.
I truly would not suggest injecting acid anywhere on your body. Yeah, small doses, small doses.
Hydrochloric?
Well, you know what
That
the
recommends
crazy,
you inject it in someone else's body.
well, you know what the crazy bastards were doing when I was a kid. The you know, the real crazy people. They were taking pure acid out of vials and dropping it into their eyes. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude.
I remember the football team used
Kinda
to shoot
remember
up
that, yeah.
Visine.
You'd trip for a freaking week, dude.
Yep.
I mean, normal
Church camp
tabs
was
will.
insane, dude.
Well, dude, normal tab will put you out 36, 48 hours, easy, right?
I don't know.
I never touched tab. I'm more of a Diet Coke kind of guy myself.
That's called the old.
I'm more of like a
Barrett.
Mr.
And
Thunder.
all of a sudden, it got suddenly quiet.
Well, no, I've partaken in acid several times in my life. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That
I'm taking
explains a
right now.
lot.
Yeah. Certainly have. Certainly have. Yeah. Well,
I
good
thought I
thing,
was
though-
wearing necklaces, but they were ears.
Yeah, fair. Good thing is, never had a bad trip though, which is nice.
Let's eat the caps.
Yes. Well,
I have
shrooms
a
are
feeling
better
other
than,
people
I
around
prefer
you.
Shrooms. Yeah.
We're not going to need to send Martin Sheen out into Vietnam to like take you out or anything, do we?
Oh no. It's all good. It's all good.
Chester's gone native.
We'll settle for Charlie Sheen.
Winning.
Hey, yeah, does your cousin Charlie Sheen ever want to come on the show?
You want to have drug
I have
conversations?
warlock
That's
energy.
the dude to bring, for sure, for sure. But actually, I remember my memory of it is different than reality. But
Thanks to LSD.
well, no, I was at a music festival, and I was being a saxophone player. I was like a guest saxophone player with several bands. It was that kind of situation, well, everyone was
thing.
tripping their balls off that entire weekend. But I remember having great time on stage. I remember being very happy. This is my memory of it. And then I went back and I saw some of the video capture that they had done for it. I don't remember this, but it's like some of the best playing I've ever done in my life. It's like, damn it, and I can't even remember doing it, right? Because I was more enjoying the moment, but the saxophone was absolutely blazing, dude.
So what you're saying is like you're at your best when people are screaming, "Put your clothes back on."
Yes, that's
Put your
right.
clothes
That's
back
exactly
on.
correct. Yeah. But
That's like
Why are
Tenacious
you in my
D.
bathroom?
Tenacious D's greatest song in the world.
Yeah.
But they forgot how to play it.
Well, the crowd was loving it though. That's for damn sure. So I was happy on the back end. I'm just sad that I can't recall it happening.
That's how I feel about the 90s.
Acid, you say?
Yeah. Well, the 90s is when I was chilling out, though. That's when I got married and stopped doing all that kind of nonsense.
became the man.
Well, you kind of have to, right? You know.
Cleaned up his own room.
I went from being a musician and a bouncer to a poor people's property manager. It
Oh,
just seems wrong. Yeah. Sad.
so you were still a bouncer.
In a way, yeah.
This instead of a bar, it's like people's houses.
Yeah, it said I just send other
Get out
people
of here, you
to be my
freeloader.
vessel, right?
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Other people's
Bouncer.
ears.
You didn't happen to have a guest starring role on The Lost Boys, did you?
No, but I would have certainly told you that by now, for sure. Yeah. Nothing so cool, unfortunately. But I never thought of it that way, Elrod, but you're right. Well, I tell you, the worst people in the world are the rich and the poor.
Effing poor people.
You know what? Just screw everybody.
Well, no, I'm
I
just
hate
telling
it.
you.
They're all the worst.
Because they all have way too much time on their hands. That's the problem, right? And they get into shit. The rest of us are working, right? We're busy.
I won't really say I'm busy.
Oh, maybe what category do you fall into?
I'm always getting busy.
Oh yeah.
What if I'm poor and busy?
Well, that's okay then. Then you're not actually poor.
Oh, I see. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear I'm not poor.
Yeah, I'm not talking about people who struggle day to day. I'm talking about people who do shit, who just sit on their ass and give up and don't bother. And rich people
That's
who
like
are
me right now.
basically the same.
And the next thing you know, you're eating bugs.
Right?
And not having anything and liking it.
Wow,
So
this is
talking
some
with an
great
accent.
high-protein cricket meal.
Well, all of this kind of diversity hire thing that's going on now is not new, right? One of the things I had to deal with when I was in Hawaii was they would diversity hire because especially in the outer islands, they wanted to have Polynesians. They preferred to give Polynesians jobs, which I get. I'm not necessarily against it. The problem is they don't bother, and I'm speaking more of the younger generation, the older generation, but they don't bother to educate themselves on what they're supposed to be fucking doing. You know how many times I had to get on a goddamn plane to go over and to simply hit a few keys on a keyboard?
8.
No, many. Dozens of times, dude.
12?
Dozens.
Dang, that was a good guess though, man.
Yeah.
Dozens.
But,
So 13?
No,
came to
dude.
mind.
But I did solve it by I can't think of what the technology was called, but I went and asked an expert on it.
Google.
Telephone.
But I found this technology that allowed me to
People's
link
bill?
every computer from every low-income housing property in Hawaii onto my computer, and I could just put a code in, and I could go to any computer in anywhere in Hawaii and deal with it. That saved me a lot of time on those damn airplanes. Because the problem with those airplanes is they're the littler ones. They're not the big ones. They're the littler planes because those airports in the islands are small, and it's even on the smaller plane, it's like a hot landing, dude. It's hot.
What?
Yeah, so
Like Beyonce.
they always got put up in some damn cheap hotel. You know how governments are.
Mhm.
It sucked.
Your servant must have fainted many times.
Actually, my secretary at that time was a little Vietnamese girl.
Oh my.
Had her carrying all the luggage.
Of course.
Move faster.
Men, get my bags.
Quickly
Yeah,
now.
Faster.
Mao! Mao!
Get him
me a
out. Get him
popsicle.
out.
I tell you
Hey, Mao.
what, the Vietnamese, they're pretty hardworking people, dude.
Yeah.
Living
Yeah.
a long time.
There would be no post office without them.
But no, she did a really good job. She was a good kid. I was happy to have her.
Whatever happened to old Ling Wei?
No. Last I saw her, she had come to because she had left, and I had brought on my secretary at that time was this black dude who ended up getting convicted of fraud, so that wasn't great.
Was he your
But
diversity hire?
well, he was,
Travis.
but he was one of those fancy dudes. He'd always dress super fancy, one of those guys. But he
That's
ended
true.
up being an absolute crook.
Are you saying a gay man?
Well, yeah, I am saying that, yes. But the last time I saw her, she came in and she introduced her boyfriend who had or fiance, who then at that moment was her husband. They had gotten married, so she came in to, say thank you and introduce her husband to me and stuff like that. That's the last time I saw her.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
The
sure she's
baby
doing
is
fine.
yours.
Well, they're actually,
Husband took one look at him and said, "You're quitting now."
yeah. Well,
No,
she.
Chester fired her. Who
Well,
is this?
they're actually a cute little couple, actually. But she was a hardworking girl, man.
You worked hard for the money.
You guys love to sexualize all of my employees. Why is that?
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Poor
do
poor
we love to
girls.
sexualize your employees? Or
You
do
seem
you?
to. No, I do not sexualize my employees at all.
Except
Especially,
for
well,
those
That's
that
especially
right,
want.
big
now,
brother.
all my employees are female now. I don't have any male employees right now. Of course, I don't have that many employees. I mean, I only got 4 employees now. But when I was in Hawaii, I was
Dude, you're
managing.
not a biologist. You don't know if they're female.
Uh-huh. But when I was in Hawaii, I was
Watch Michael's video.
managing like 150 people, and those people were managing, you know, anywhere from 6 to 20 people of their own. So that's a lot of people. But anyway, I rather prefer female employees anyway. I'm like Donald Trump.
Because
Exactly.
that's what he said.
Well, no, because if you go look, he mainly has female employees.
You're
He likes to
orange?
grab him by the pooter.
Well, he likes them because they're hardworking and they don't make noise.
And you could pay him less.
You can. That's true. That is true. Yeah. Actually, here where I live now, it is true. I don't though. I do share the wealth, but I could get away with paying them like 1,000 a month less if I wanted to.
1,000 a month?
Yeah.
In like Japanese dollars or
Well, I'm
US?
converting to US. Yeah. I could, but I don't. There's no need to. There's plenty of money to go around, and I got to be careful anyway because if I take too much money into my own pocket, then I go over a tax bracket, and which is a big, huge jump, and I don't want to do that. So I'm constantly trying to balance my funds to be under a certain amount of money.
Yep. Can't get
So you
those pink
just
slips.
like pay them more then if
I
you're
do.
gonna go over?
Well, I pay them more. I put more investment into the company so I can spend like, for instance, the company has a vehicle. I have a vehicle attached to the company. I don't need to. Matter of fact,
Wow.
the only person who uses it is the secretary. But she needs to use
You're
this
like
though.
Papa
She is
and
the one
John.
going up to the city and doing the banking and stuff, so she does need it. She could use her own car, and I could compensate insurance and gas and stuff like that. But I just did it the other way because it's about taxable liability, right? Sorry, I shouldn't bring up
Okay.
words like that.
Yeah, crap, man, you lost me halfway
yeah, I'm
through. I was
sorry.
trying to pay attention.
I'm sorry.
I got it.
I got it. But no, because it depends on where you live. But here in Japan,
Don't want it.
there you have brackets, right? And if you're making over 170,000 a year, you
Good God.
fall into another bracket that is a huge jump. So to make it profitable, you need to be bringing in like 320 plus thousand to actually make it valuable. And for me to make that jump, it's too much, right? I can't generate that kind of income. So I'm always trying to keep under that amount. Not only for business finances, but my own finances, which is at 130, or 150. In Japan, I'm constantly trying to balance money to make sure that it doesn't go into those brackets because then I'm losing money, right?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Just give all your money away.
Well, you spend it in other places. You can build buildings or do renovation and stuff like that. And I do little things like that, but mainly I just dump it into the employees. I mean, why not? It serves the same purpose for me, makes their life better, right?
Keeps them quiet.
Keeps them
Yeah.
quiet and happy because they got good pay, especially living here in the countryside.
Buys their silence.
It does. Yeah.
They'll laugh at your jokes.
Uh-huh. That's true. Well, here in
That's
Japan,
right.
they'll
I'm the
laugh at your
funniest
jokes
man in the
anyway.
world.
Yeah, that's like automatic in Japan. But
It's good to be the king.
I don't know. Is America so different? I've never really
Nope.
owned a business in America.
You might be able to buy laughs with money. I don't know.
Well, no, I mean how you have to manage your funds. I mean, I don't
No,
know.
that's just business in the modern world. We'll see what happens when those 87,000 IRS agents hit the streets. But as of right now,
with their guns.
With their
loaded.
guns. Did you see that stupid trailer, dude? Oh my god.
Oh, did you see the video of like all the diversity hire IRS agents? Like they had one guy in a wheelchair.
Yeah,
What's a guy in a wheelchair gonna do when he comes knocking at your door? It's
with
just,
a gun. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
it's like push him down just like push him over. My house isn't wheelchair accessible, so it's like, okay. Come,
Well, I mean, if
guess.
he's in the office, it's cool, but I know what you're saying with the gun thing.
No, he was in the vest with a gun.
Yeah, I
like
know.
a
It's
guy
stupid.
in a wheelchair.
Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah, and
Well, he's going to shoot first. Is what's going to happen.
and I saw the couple of those videos, and they were mainly kind of focusing on the girls who were it's ridiculous. But actually, there was a little skinny a soy boy, like middle-aged white guy, that was the funniest to me. Because it was like, you are the most least intimidating human I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, those videos are pretty funny.
Yeah,
I rather enjoyed them.
Yeah.
Laugh now.
Well, I don't have
I
to deal
will.
with it, so.
Well, actually, I might keep even if they do show up at my door, I might keep laughing at them. I might get shot, but at least I don't.
Yeah, you'll get shot. They're going to shoot before they ever ask questions because they're going to be so scared.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's the problem. Yeah.
It's like, I mean, I've probably shot a gun way more than they have anyway. So they're like, you want me to help you with that safety? All right.
Yeah. No, it is.
He's gonna roll back down the ramp.
And it's so in your face because they're obviously telling you exactly what they're doing, right? It's right in your face. 87,000 new IRS agents, really? Justify that, please, right?
Yeah.
They're only going to go after the rich. You don't have nothing to worry about.
Bullshit. Yeah. But another thing. Speaking of the economics of running a business, because I don't know how it works in America, but as long as I keep myself under those numbers, my interaction with the Japanese version of the IRS is minimal to non-existent. Whereas if I over that number, I'm guaranteed an audit once a decade, no matter what, and I have to maintain $20,000 in the bank consistently. I can never go below that, or you'll get penalized. So
Wow.
keeping myself under those numbers is really important.
That sounds like a whole big mess if you go over that.
It is. Yeah. So I make sure I never do. And I'm lucky because I have my wife, and she is an actual master of those kind of things. So.
And plus, she could speak Japanese.
That's a bonus. Yeah. Well, yeah. The funny thing is, my Japanese isn't bad. It's certainly not perfect, but I can get along in any conversation I need to. However, still, I run into people. They see my face, and they automatically go into, "I don't speak English," even though I'm speaking Japanese to you right now, dude. They do it all the time. It's like, you do realize I'm speaking Japanese, right? But their brain locks up. It's like stun lock. And because they're not listening. They're just they're panicking. I don't speak English, Jesus.
That's funny. They're just looking around at the other person. What's that guy saying? I don't get it.
Yeah, it's weird, and that's why I always carry a secretary with me.
Secretariat.
You see?
Do you have a license for that? Do you have a license for that secretary that you're holding though?
Well, dude, I mean, you see the method to my madness, right?
Oh yeah.
I can't say I do, but I mean I understand what you're saying about that part.
That was a good one. If you all, well, you know what? Lady says if we all had that problem, those problems is what she wants to say. Well, do you though? I mean, honestly, because you kind of in life you have a choice. You either work for someone or you work for yourself, and there are benefits to both of them. It's not like being an employee is automatically bad. You guys have a lot more freedom when you do that. You have actual days off. And you don't have to deal with any of the nonsense. What is that simple little report I used to have to do for taxes in America? It's like this one freaking piece of paper that I had to do
TPS report.
TPS report?
for my taxes. It's just like this little
W9.
You guys both say that.
W something.
W9,
What is
W2,
a
now we have
TPS?
W4.
TPS report.
What is
That's
that?
Yeah. It was probably the TPS report, Chester. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Yeah,
Okay.
well,
Yeah, you have like
if you
8
filed
other
it
people
wrong,
telling you about it.
Well, whatever. It was one piece of paper. It was easy. And the whole back of the paper was where my signature went and them asking if I want to donate money to the Olympics and shit.
Right. So if it was only one piece of paper, why are you so jonesing for that stapler?
Huh? Is that
Nothing.
some cultural reference I missed?
That movie was around before you took off to Japan.
Clerks?
Office Space.
The space.
It's with the googly-eyed dude in the stapler. It's the joke he's making, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
The TPS reports.
TPS reports. Oh, okay. But I'm just saying that's really easy and convenient, and you kind of like always get money back, don't you? I never get money back. I pay every year, and I got a lot of paperwork to fill out.
depends on what bracket you're in.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Money
it
back
does.
or not.
It would be worse if I allowed it to flow over. You're right. But even though it's still a lot more paperwork than the employee would fill out, and like I said, I'm paying all my taxes in one lump sum, right? Which isn't hard. You just got to manage it. Put it in the bank and don't touch it.
So do you hire an accountant then, or is that what you said your wife does?
Well, I would, but I don't have to because I have my wife. Yeah. So. Yeah. No.
Could she do like math in her head, like 17 times 17?
She's Asian, of course she can.
But my wife used to actually be a work on Wall Street, and she would buy commodities, and she also her main thing was buying foreign currency and selling it for profit.
Ooh.
Yeah, so she's one of those, dude. Yeah, I got pretty lucky in that regard. Yeah.
A Goldman Sachs phone.
Well, she was working for a big Japanese bank, but the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. I would just watch movies and repeating shit I say off of movies.
Yeah, but no, in regards to that, her skills are very, very useful. So because I don't even interfere with it. I always look at everything and double check everything, of course. But
she has a very specific set of skills.
She does, dude, and I let her handle them too. It's a load off my back. I'll tell you that.
She will find you.
I'm gonna go, guys. I'll see ya.
Why?
All right, well,
We're enjoying your art.
Yeah, I'm just
He's
not
grieving the queen, dude. Leave him alone.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, it's all right, dude. Just drop it in the thing.
No, just
We
wasn't
only
in the
have
mood
about
for
20
it.
minutes, but go ahead and
Yeah.
just drop it over there. We'll look at it, Amron. Thanks, dude.
All right, see ya.
Later, man.
later, bud.
Later, Maron. Sorry about your grandma.
Too much queen in economic conversations, I guess. It's my fault.
Yeah, there was nothing about singing at all. He was disappointed.
Scaring away the talent. Yes.
Oh, well, it's what I do.
I shouldn't have been asking questions about your business.
No, that's okay.
Why? Why did you start?
Yeah. And yes, lady, she does do all the paperwork. Yeah. So, But like I said, I have no idea what it goes on in America. I just know what goes on here.
How do you not know what goes on in America? Seems like you know a lot that goes on in America.
Well, yeah, but I've never actually owned a business in America. I was, the closest I ever came to that would be like a subcontractor, but that is not the same.
Well, so far with me, because I'm a sole proprietor, like being a sole proprietor and owning a business, as long as you keep tabs on all your money, it's fairly simple. You just report your income and then separately report your sales tax, because those are two separate reporting times. Your sales tax and then your personal income.
Oh, really?
And then as long as you do that, then the IRS doesn't bother you. So far it's pretty easy, but that's because I'm pretty small. Once I get bigger, then I'm sure it'll get more complicated. But right now it's pretty simple.
Yeah. Well,
Once you're bigger, then
yeah, that's true, and that's my point.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep myself small. That's the point.
Once they get their guns, you can't hide anyway.
I mean, as long as I have my own guns.
Did they pass that one law? I don't even know. It was like if you get over $600 or something in your bank account, like you have to, they'll track where it was from or something.
So here in Massachusetts, it's always been that. So that's been no change for me. It's always been $600. If you make a minimum of $600 in personal income, then you have to report it at the end of the tax year. So
it's
really annoying.
When it was like doing a transfer or a deposit or withdrawal? There was
I think it was deposit.
Yeah. No.
I remember them interviewing that Janet Yellen lady.
Yeah, the banks pushed back because of how many transactions, how much labor they have to do. So
they have to
it's
work.
still like, yeah, the banks didn't like it. It's still like 1,200.
It's because all that stuff was still written in COBOL.
But except here in Massachusetts, it's always been 600, and it will probably be 600 forever.
Yeah, that was Yellen trying to make it a federal law.
You and I come from very pedantic people, dude.
Yeah. Oh man, it's the worst.
The average COBOL programmer is like 93 years old.
Yeah. But no, the tri-state is, it's pretty awful. So anyway, but there you go. Some business information, I guess, for any of you thinking about taking that route.
Yes,
I just took the plunge without even thinking about it. I was just like, I know what I want to do with my life, so I did it.
Yeah, there you go. That's how you do. Yeah, that's true.
Then you learn by swimming in the deep end.
That's right. That's right. I have many times taken a job saying I could do something I had never done before.
Then regretting every day afterwards.
Hey man, you either get it done or you don't, right? I'm kind of wondering what color Alan's going to make that ring. I kept waiting for something to happen. He keeps working in the background, but that ring is just staring me in the face, waiting for its color.
It's teasing you.
I know, but I do love the background. It's quite pretty. I don't see the bird.
Well, my edible's kicking in, so.
Horse. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Your Flintstone vitamin.
Yeah, my grandmother gave me one of those every morning. I remember the Flintstone vitamins, and she had it way up high above the telephone, on like a little shelf. I don't know why, but I used to have to climb a little ladder and get it and hand it to her, and she'd give me one, and I eat it every day.
Was that when they had the food coloring and sugar in it?
Oh yeah, no, many different colors, and
and no Betty.
Well, I don't recall, but the little orange, I think they were orange Fred Flintstones were the best though. But I don't know why I was given a Flintstone vitamin every day, but I was.
Gotta have your
vitamins. 12 essential nutrients and vitamins encapsulated in each.
Mm-hmm.
Keeps you strong and growing.
Yeah, well, I grew. I'm big, so maybe that's why Flintstones vitamins. That's how you make them big.
Oh.
Man, we're all big in Japan.
That's true. That's true.
You're nothing special. I'm kidding. I know you're like a giant. You're like 6'7" or something.
No, I'm only 6'3", dude.
Yeah, I was pretty massive. Like there was no crowd that I couldn't see over. Like I was the tallest. Walking through Tokyo, I was the tallest person on the sidewalk. It was
Mhm.
pretty awesome.
It was. You know the thing I like about it is when I go to the supermarkets, I can see the entire store
Mm.
because the shelving is low.
I hit my head quite a few times in the houses though,
Oh well, yeah, I've
like
gotten used
with
to
the
that
low
though.
bearing.
Well, because they have a very systematic measurement for construction here in Japan that they've been using for I don't know 1,000 years or more. But yeah, for us it's yeah, I have to duck, but I've gotten good at it. It's
Detrimental.
like automatic, Well, but once you're standing in the room, though, the ceilings are quite high. It's just the separation between rooms.
Yeah, it's like passing through, and
Yeah.
actually I was in one house where, yeah, like the ceilings were high, but because the apartment was so small, everything was separated by rafters.
Yeah.
And I was also in an old Okinawan, like an old rural Okinawan house,
Oh
and
wow.
we had to constantly duck in there. It like didn't matter where you were or where you were passing, you had to duck, or else we would be bonking our heads all the time.
Oh no, I understand. The building I'm in right now is like 150 years old.
Bonk, 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 bonk on the head.
Yeah.
And the toilet.
Oh no, I
Toilet
have new
water.
toilets. Thank you very much.
I forgot about
Chester-san, you are bunking your toilet.
Dude,
Gonna play in the
you
bonking
guys
water.
laugh, but those toilets are freaking awesome. It's a must-have.
To enhance your pleasure,
We
you want me to
laugh
talk
because we're
dirty to
jealous.
you.
What was that,
Yeah, we're
Andrew?
we're
I
the
said we laugh
haters.
because we're jealous.
Yeah, no, those toilets are badass, dude. Yeah,
Do
absolutely.
you have a bidet?
Well, it has a bidet function. Of course, I don't use bidet. My wife would, but it has a shower function, which I use. Yeah.
You don't even take a shower. You just go to the toilet.
Well,
I'd use a bidet.
a bidet.
You
Why
waffle
would
stop?
you do realize the bidet is for the vagina?
Well, it keeps the dingleberries off your ass too.
No, the shower does that.
Mm,
Wait,
If
what's
you,
the one-
no, if you mistakenly press the bidet button, your balls get wet.
it
Wait,
tickles.
Paul Hogan,
Oh.
Armoron's cousin, said that it's for washing your backside.
No, it's
Everybody has a backside.
the shower is for that. That's a different button. But I actually, when I first came here, I made a mistake and hit that. And not only did I get my balls wet, but the thing fucking slammed into my balls. It was horrible.
What?
What
They
if
make them for boyginas here in the US.
Mangina. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've never even really seen one
Oh, they're
in
great, dude.
real life.
I love the Japanese toilet. It's definitely a privilege.
Yeah,
But then again,
they're awesome.
they are. But then again, my air conditioner talks to me. So what do you want?
That's a different issue, though. That's
You're a
Walking to
lonely
Chester's
man.
houses,
that's not a
and you
function.
start
That's
hearing
just-
voices.
That's
No,
the
I'm
acid.
serious.
That's the acid from
That's-
70 years ago.
Anytime
That's
I
the
do something with
LSD.
the air conditioner, it speaks to me, and you can actually voice activate the thing.
That's from Live Jam back in '94.
Maybe.
Chester's gonna get drunk and just hang out with the AC all day?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Oh, you
Um,
get me.
All right.
Chill out,
that's
he
cold.
tells me.
That's cold. I know, air
Yeah.
conditioner, isn't it? Crazy.
Hold on a second. I'll be back in a second. Hold on.
His air conditioner's talking to him.
Yeah, he's going to go
It's
talk.
like, are you talking about me, Justin?
Going to have a short chat with the air conditioner.
Are they jesting our relationship, Jester?
So, air conditioner, did you know the Queen died?
Oh, dear.
Remember what I said would happen if you ever revealed my presence to man.
Tell him I said chill
That
out.
gets me heated.
Chester, we do not talk anymore.
You do not bonk my water.
Why have you spent so much more time with the toilet, Chester?
Washing your balls.
Yeah. The appliances start to get jealous.
Just goes all
I see you went to
maximum
the
overdrive.
kitchen again. What is so special in the kitchen? The refrigerator? She's a bitch.
That whore.
She can't even order shoes for you.
That cold, soulless machine.
But Chester, is it not enough that I sing for you while you go to the bathroom?
On my face.
I like a dry tushy.
I wonder if they sell Ginsu knives in Japan. Or if
We'll
they
call 'em, like,
cleaned house.
The Jones knife.
Or if they even know what
Just the
julienne
bottom
fries
left.
are.
Yeah.
Sure, it's at the bottom of every cereal box.
It's just called knife.
The Jones knife from America. It slices and dices.
You walk
They
around,
even
you see all
cut-
these. You see all
They'll
these
even
cut
cut
up.
this tin can.
Yeah, you'll see all these cut up tin cans and tomatoes.
Watch
It
this
builds
American
up after
chef
every
cut
2
the
tries.
tin can.
Jeff,
Yes.
I got a little bit of a problem. I have a plumber on property. I need to. I should be able. I'll get to the end here and show the art off. And then when you do, when we normally will show off the draw along stuff as well as anybody who isn't here and just having to grab and show the art. Could you do me a favor and put up a window so that you can do that and let me capture your window, please, so you can do that.
All right.
Because this might actually be a workaround, because you can also capture all the imagery too if you wanted to, I think.
Oh shit! Now Jeff is actually getting the power.
Well, I do apologize. I wasn't expecting him, but he's here. I got to go deal with this.
He's got the touch. He's got the power.
He's got to make sure the toilet's talking okay.
Well, no, it's a little more extensive than that, but yeah.
Leave those humans.
Give it mouth to mouth.
The voice is
Can you
stuck
see
on
it?
Fran Drescher.
Yeah, let me go ahead and capture it here. All right, so there's that. Can you? Oh, you have. Yeah, I'm echoing off of you because
Can't hear it.
it's coming out of the Discord. I can hear it though, but that's all right. If I'm not going to be here, so let me see. Jeff, can you capture the actual Discord and show their art from here? Can you do that as well?
Can ya?
Yeah. Well, I am. That's what I just shared out the draw along.
No, I'm talking about with I've captured your screen right here, and all I'm seeing is so come down to the video and click on that button. See what happens. There you go. There you go. Now
I knew that.
All right.
Can
So
you hear me?
you're not echoing. All right. So you can. I'll put you on full screen, and I'll let you. There's a solution. We found a solution. And you can actually full screen that, by the way, down on the lower right hand corner. Try that. No, that one. There you go. All right. So you can handle showing off the art. You can also use this same thing to share Discord art as far as Twitter art. Sweet. There you go. There you go, Jeff. You now have the
Okay.
power.
I had the power.
All right. So
Get to the chopper.
I'm going to leave that to you. I'll try to be back as quick as I can, but yeah, I might be 20 minutes.
Good luck,
Okay.
Chester.
Okay.
Of course,
Cool.
doing this, I can't see the time, so.
Well, you have 4 minutes.
Use a watch.
Yeah.
1 Mississippi, 2
There you
Mississippi,
go.
3 Mississippi.
I'm going to leave Jeff in charge. If it ends in a debacle, just blame me.
Cool.
Already have.
We missed what the chat was saying. Comic Book Bob asked if we did Zorro.
I did Zorro last time we did this, but that helps.
I'm still hearing or I think we're all echoing off of Jeff's.
Well, that's gonna suck.
Duck, huck, huck. Zoro, Oro. Over here.
Oral.
Yay, hey. Blame.
Straw, po.
It's only a slight echo. I mean, from when I listened to it on YouTube, it's not as bad as the Robotron echo from Chester's.
He's probably going to lose subscribers over that.
Oh, crap. It's going to keep him in that same tax bracket.
No! Get over 1,000 subscribers, YouTube starts charging. All right, it was funnier in my head.
It was funny, man. Hey.
Stop.
Hey.
Hey, Sport. Hey, what's up?
Oh, nothing. That wasn't a real hey. It's more like a consoling hey.
It was a faux hay.
Thanks. It's cool. So, how about that Queen, huh?
I heard she died.
No,
What?
the other one.
No, that was a Smith song.
Sure miss Freddie Mercury.
I heard he died.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's a lot of.
I just saw him in a movie.
They had the monkeypox.
Oh, jeez.
A lot of sad news.
Did you
Got
see
it
the
from
stuff going around
Fancy
about the
Toilet.
guy? Did you see the stuff going
Speaking of
about the?
monkeypox, who drew Tarzan?
Woo!
Is that who we're looking at?
Monkey's real name wasn't Cheetah, it was Cougar.
Didn't Cheetah live to be like 80?
In monkey years?
I heard something like
In
that.
human years. Played the piano and everything.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
This is stunt double.
Okay, just checking.
Who? We can't. I can't hear you, Jeff.
Oh no, Cheetah's the one who ripped that lady's face off. That's right.
That was Alfalfa. On his one of his drinking binges, right?
Are we getting
No,
into
Alfalfa
the deep
stabbed a
chimpanzee
man
lore?
after Alfalfa stabbed a man after a poker game or something.
Yeah, he turned into a real scoundrel.
Mm-hmm.
Gambling rings and prostitution and other rascals.
Who's the original Chris Rock?
He was a
All right,
real
correct.
rat.
Like, hey, Spanky, I got someone who's got a kink for fat boys.
Come on, buddy, you owe me.
It's a good thing the internet's forever. This will come back on an IRS audit, I'm sure.
You guys were talking about Spanky?
The wheelchair man with the gun. He's coming to get us.
Spanky was my uncle, you fucker.
Ruining the good name of Alfalfa and Spanky. Eat lead. Blow himself right off the
Freaking Protestant.
Yeah.
Professor X will blow himself right out of his little conveyance.
If you say IRS wheelchair man 5 times in the mirror, he'll show up.
You'll hear those wheels coming down the street.
Look over your
That's a
shoulder.
joke, man. I did it as a joke. It's real.
Wheelchair mirror.
Wheelchair man.
Two more times.
Wheelchair man. You called me.
You complete your I-99 on time.
I came to bring you a check for $32. We owe you that from 1997.
$2.
Just let me in.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have an entrance that is wheelchair accessible?
All you have to do
This is a raid.
It's a raid.
This is hey, let me in. Stuck at the curb.
X-ray. Woo!
Do you think they'll give him like a motorized armored wheelchair?
the treads that climb stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Machine guns
Railroad
under
gun.
each armrest.
Like a Japanese mech set.
All right, well, I'm going to call it.
What do you
Hang on.
gonna call it?
Japanese mech set.
That was the ending, Kazoo.
We did it. We made it.
Congratulations, everybody.
It's
Hey, Jiminy Cricket's in the chat.
Yeah, he should have been in here. That fool.
Yeah, he
only
hashtag dang it.
Okay, the only person I can't see is Mr. Motion. So,
Yeah,
I think.
No one can see
yeah.
him. He's a ninja.
Because it's
Apparently,
all
our
about momentum.
resolution
I'm
is
about to put mine on draw
144p.
long.
Okay, yeah, I know. And now that he has me in this mode, I don't know if I can see draw long either. So that should be interesting. So he's gonna have to tell me because I'm afraid to move off the screen.
Don't want to touch it. I'm gonna.
I got something that works. I'm not moving off the screen.
Quick, someone
Okay.
call Chester's AC unit.
Okay, so Andrew. Yeah.
Yes.
Chester's AC unit is tech support. Anyway, so what do we have? Oh, you had Green Person, but now you have Dick Tracy.
Yes, that was a commission, but I have Dick Tracy today.
Good thing you added Tracy at the end of that.
Yes. Looks a little bit like Warren Beatty.
Yeah, a little bit. The movie being Warren Beatty, he didn't have as square of a jaw as comic book Dick Tracy, so I just made sure the nose and the chin were more comic book Dick Tracy. So
Yeah,
no.
and who would have called the talking into your watch thing?
Oh, yeah.
Dick Tracy would call it.
mm.
So would anyone who's got that watch.
Or any Japanese unit would call
Get
it.
the lightsaber.
You know what the thing is I also need to post the straw poll, so I'm gonna have to switch off of this. Hang on.
Okay.
Everybody ignore the man behind the curtain.
Wait, what's he doing behind that curtain? Why does he have a rope? No, Jeff, it's not that bad.
Glory curtain? What does that mean?
So if you like what Andrew has drawn, please vote for him in the straw poll.
Straw poll.
Straw poll. Straw poll. And now on to Eric. And Eric, what is this character?
That's amazing.
Eric, speak to us. Eric.
Julio.
Did
He
he just-
only,
Eric?
he only answers to they, them.
Yeah, you gotta call him by the right pronoun.
Well, he's actually using his proper name.
They
Oh,
Hawking.
nice.
Hulk.
Weird tales.
Enrico.
I am sorry, I was muted.
Yes.
Were you hitting on
Damn it.
Chester's air conditioning?
No, but I've been making fun of Chester for the last half hour.
Oh no.
all
All that
wasted
valuable
material.
information gone.
So,
So we
Dropping
have
gold.
and you're all like,
Right.
you dicks, that was funny. No one laughed. That's my day.
So I take it this is Solomon Kane, right?
This would be Solomon Kane, yes.
Yeah. So if you like what Eric has drawn, please vote for him in the straw poll.
Oh.
I really suck as a host, don't I? Okay, moving on to Alan, the Hollow
Oh.
Comics.
Oh, here we go.
And we have oh, that's cool. That is
There
so
you go.
cool. And if you like what Alan has done, please vote for him in the straw poll. Straw poll. Straw poll. Okay, and now on to. We'll go to Elrod. Okay, Elrod. Show it away.
All right. Yeah. So we got one of the original pulps, Bulldog Drummond, unfinished. I got some Solomon Kane coming from the shadows.
Oh, cool.
Coming from the Hyborian age, we have Conan the Sumerian, kind of unfinished. Then from the deepest, darkest jungles of possibly Mexico and or Tarzana, California, Tarzan, Lord of the Apes. And brought to you by Lucky Strike from Jello Pudding, Doc Savage, the Man of Bronze.
Nice.
Very nice.
Very cool.
So if you like, and I didn't make any comments because I didn't have my finger on the button. So if you like what Elrod has drawn, please vote for him in the straw poll. Straw poll. Okay, Sheldon. Sheldon, you're up.
Hey. Oh.
Hey.
Wait, you're the one who's doing the introducing.
Yeah. Is that bad?
No.
So, okay.
No, you're doing
just
good,
checking.
man.
No. Okay. Good. So we've got the Phantom, correct?
Correct. I forgot to do the ring though. I realized that when I seen Hal's video.
Well, just say that it's out being cleaned.
It's
Well,
you had to hide it. He was in a
But that's
Vietnamese prison camp.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Not really showing up on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they said it's like 144p,
Oh, man.
but
It's good gray tones.
Yeah, it looks like we're looking at a Game Boy on YouTube.
Well, why
Thank
don't
you.
we try
Maybe if I move it
dropping?
around. Whoa.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I could put it in the drawer along.
Yeah, let's drop it in the drawer along.
He's very good.
Thank you.
Actually, there it goes. It worked.
Oh, just have to catch up.
Nice.
Very nice. Love the
If
articulate.
you like,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you like what I've drawn, then vote for me in the straw.
Straw poll.
Drop.
Okay,
They're
and
asking me
then
to see Elrod's again. None of them
go-
could see
see
it.
it.
Oh yeah, maybe if you shake it.
Mine's a draw along, by the way.
It looks really cool, man. I like what you did. Zorro.
Thanks, man.
It's zorific.
Oh, now I see it over there.
Yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay, that's Elrod and Doc Savage.
A Man of Bronze.
Nice.
All right, so now let's try going to.
Who's his girlfriend? Lois Lame?
Lois Late. Again this
Let's
month.
go to the draw along.
Top flurry.
That was worth a snicker.
Snicker, I hardly even know her.
Oh, no.
Okay, that's Doug. Let's see. Oh, there's Armorons.
Mr. I'm too cool for an economics lesson.
So that's Armorons, and it's I have no idea who this is. So is that?
Very cool.
But it's very cool. Yes, and with
Like Jessica
Jessica
Cleavage.
Rabbit?
No, it's probably Lady
Femme
Danger or
fatale.
something like that. Femme fatale. So if you like what Armoron has done, vote for him in the straw poll.
Struple?
Oh, there's Amy,
Oh,
but she's not in. I didn't get her on the straw poll. We'll have to look at that in a minute. Mr. Motion as Zorro the Gay Blade.
I love that movie.
fancy dandy.
I so love this
That's
style.
great.
So if you like what Mr. Motion has drawn, please vote for him in the straw poll. Okay, now that we've looked at all the contestants, let's go.
That's cool, Zorro. It reminds me of the Anthony Hopkins Zorro.
He does actually.
And I can't bring that up.
I didn't even use him as reference. I just. But yeah,
Love
you're
that movie
right.
too. That's
Blue
Zorro.
Moon.
Awesome.
Great, I love it. Yes.
The nose is so good.
Mr.
How did Blue
Miracle.
Moon draw that at the Scorpions?
Chester Manfu.
Wow, way to go.
Nice one.
He should put that as his new
That's
icon.
cool.
Avatar?
Yeah.
New avatar.
That'd be cool.
That's hilarious.
Another one by Blue Moon.
He'll sting you, sting you, sting you.
Sting you, sting you, sting you. And this, he had a video. Doug had a video out where he actually draws these things, and it's amazing to look at because he just slaps it right on down.
That's crazy.
Yes.
And there's the
That was
shadow.
great.
Unbelievable.
That
Where's
nose
the
is
video at?
phenomenal.
The video, the video further down. It's right here, but I can't. Oh, maybe is that download? Yeah, that's download. I can't. Oh no, there we go.
You can do it.
Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
Pixely.
You can barely hear it. It's the only thing.
Yeah, it's got an organ behind it, kind of like a creepy organ. And once again, there's Amy.
Excellent.
Excellent. I don't know where the monkey's from, but it's Solomon Kane and I can't remember her name. Or it's just a generic pilgrim. Either way. There we did Mr. Motion. Mr. Miracle's second drawing.
Her name was
Sheena of the
Elizabeth
Jungle.
II. You better remember it.
Dang, that one's really good.
Yeah, it is
I
pretty
really
good.
like that one.
Nice.
I dig it.
And we got that, and
It's killing it tonight, Adrian.
wow, that's a good Solomon Kane right there. That's another Mr. Motion. Okay, well, I've done the job.
All
right.
Really love Scott McCain. I've been listening to an audiobook of it and everything, and he's just plain awesome. I also love the movie they made of him. But anyway, continue.
Well,
I
so
gotta
far
figure
we got 3 votes on the straw poll.
Oh, I got
Everybody's,
it.
everybody's got a vote.
Just a second.
I got so quiet. So
I
quiet.
think things
The
are happening.
voting's hard.
Yeah, we're all voting.
Everybody's
deeply.
voting. We got to have Chester come back and read stuff off, I think.
Read stuff off.
We are sponsored by Alpha Brain. Or not.
Well, at some point he has to come back because he has to be the one to end the show. So
You just all
It just
leave.
goes,
Well, you
it just
see
goes
this-
forever.
wonder if the plumber's there. Maybe something happened to Chester's toilet girlfriend.
It's just
No.
revolting.
Heard us talking.
Choked
I
to death.
refuse to flush. They're making fun of me. I will not flush. How dare you?
They've called the porcelain police.
I don't know. She's been complaining of congestion. Let me go over to the straw poll.
He tells Chester not to eat so much wasabi.
Oh, wasabi's so good though.
Not for the toilet. You bun me, Chester-san.
We got 11 votes.
People we got.
And we got 11 people
we got 11
watching.
people watching. Yeah.
We'll give it a few minutes here. While I scroll through all the artists. But I keep coming back to Andrew for some reason.
I'm not even on my Dick Tracy piece at the moment.
So let's talk about the Queen again.
That was a good one.
Remember how we
Save
thought
the
she was
queen.
just a mortal or something?
Well, I seem to recall something about he was because of the divorce. Charles was not in line for the throne or something like that. So I'm not quite sure if that means anything.
Yeah, that was the old rule, but now I think they changed that because I think they have announced he was going to be the king.
Oh my lord!
He'll be coronated tomorrow, I think.
Oh, that's fast.
Yeah, I thought they had to have like a whole planning session for that.
The coronation's like tomorrow, but the England or Great Britain and the Commonwealths will mourn for 10 days, I think.
Is the Queen going to be there at the coronation?
She might be. She's going to be laid out to. Well, let's see. I don't know when she's supposed to come back because
That would be a little.
Scotland, so they have to bring her back.
That would be a bit kind of grim.
The
I
glass
wouldn't miss
case out front.
Dead or alive, I'm going to see the coronation.
Got her sitting up in one of the pews.
Weekend at Bernie style.
Yeah. Sunglasses on.
Yeah, Jiminy's right. Charles
Still
became the
waving.
king as soon as she died.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to the Queen?
We laugh or else we'd be crying.
That's how we deal with pain.
That's how we deal with pain.
That's how we deal with the pain of complete strangers dying.
Yes, right.
Don't go away.
Complete
Well,
strangers who would wish us dead.
She may have been a complete stranger to you, maybe, but man, I'm sad. I'm sad.
She was the queen of my heart.
I've got a static cling of her head in my back seat on my window. I get this. I've been
taxes will
chauffeuring her
rise.
around for like 3 years. Talk to her.
Well, on the upside of it, Dame Judi Dench will have more jobs playing the queen, I guess. Like every aged British actress is like, yes.
Well, that's the thing I always wonder. I mean,
I
they
don't
have a lot. They've had a lot of portrayals of the Queen and the royal family. Does make you wonder how many of them are actually true.
Mm-hmm.
I pick Scott Thompson from Kids in the Hall.
He's probably my favorite Queen of England.
His Queen of England right there.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be cool. It'd be cool if England was a real place, though, right?
Yeah. Dragons aren't real.
Man, I wish Rabbit would have been here this week.
So
Don't
we
have
can ask him
power.
about the Queen and be like, "I don't give a fuck."
Exactly, yeah. That's what he's
Fuck off.
Stop pissing in my ear about it.
Yeah, it was insanely quiet this episode.
It was fun visiting you all. Good job, everybody. And
Thanks.
good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Oh, good night.
No.
Adios.
I would say that's probably pretty safe to wrap up the straw poll. Oh, we just got one in. Never mind. And never
That's
mind.
the thing. Well, the thing is I can't go over the straw poll because I can't. I'm only shared out on this Discord screen. I can't go to the straw poll. So we have to wait till Chester comes back.
Well, somebody else
you
could read
share
it.
one of our screens, right?
I don't have that capacity. I don't have that. Well, maybe I guess I don't know.
Just click on my screen. Like you would show my art, just click on my screen.
Okay, there we go. I knew that. I did know that.
Okay.
Okay, so we have Andrew Flatulent Phantom Fleming, AFLM. Eric,
Wow.
Better Call Saul Omen Kane Hawkins.
Is this a ball joke?
Alan Doc Sandwich Alonzo. Zorro, the non-binary Blade Armoron. Elrodimus, is that a banana in Tarzan's loincloth, or is he just glad to see me flash?
I'm happy to see you.
Mr. Captain Future's past life motion. And
Yay.
Sheldon Buck Rogers, third Ray Gun Martin. So
let's take a look at the results.
yeah, let's take a look at the results. Oh, we have in third place, we have a tie between Elrod and Armoron. In second place, it's Alan Doc Sandwich Alonzo. And then first, it's Eric Better Call Saul Lemon Kane Hawkins.
Holy crap, I haven't gotten votes in weeks.
And now you do. We just had to get rid of all your competition.
That's right. Take that, Lester's.
That's another thing. It's been insanely silent without them here too. So and Rosa. So
Oh yeah, because we're not hearing them programming.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. What do I push? What button do I push?
Okay.
You gotta put the
Those
thing, you gotta put the button over the top. You gotta put the button over the top.
All right. So I am back.
Holy cow.
It looks like Jeff was able to actually capture and switch to a different capture, so that's good. but we're getting echo. We're going to have to work on what that is. So across the board. So let me go ahead and stop doing that.
Take back control.
Well,
I hear the echo here in the room.
just
So
because of
is that
the echo.
somebody?
No, there's definitely echo. And I think we can fix it though. I think that's a solution. If you could stop sharing, please, Jeff.
Geez, you give them the power and you just take it right away.
Well, I mean, just I have to. So.
Oh.
All right, there you go.
All right, thank you. All right, let me bring. And did you go through and do? Let me do this real quick.
It's all been done.
So it's all finished. So I don't have to do
We
anything.
already announced. Yeah, we just
Correct.
announced.
Yeah, but
the
you do have to
winner, and
vote.
You didn't vote. You could change it all right now.
Oh, okay. I will. Well, I have to vote. Eric gets my vote, obviously.
Oh yeah! What? Boom! Take that, Lester's again.
Or
Better call
Lester's.
Solomon Kane. I get it. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just because it's Solomon Kane. He did a great job with it, by the way. Okay, so you already did all that, so I don't need to do anything. I do apologize. But you know what we should do, Jeff? If you guys don't mind, take a minute here while we're live, and let's see what we can do with that. Now, you were able to switch over to the a different capture because I had captured what you shared, which was Discord.
Yes.
But you did. So
Yes.
it stayed on you. So when you stopped sharing, then reshared, it kept on you. Okay, that's a good thing to know. So we need to figure out why the echo is going on. Can you share again?
Well, it's because he's sharing Discord, and so it's also sharing our audio coming over
Right.
Discord. So we're talking, and the audio from Discord is coming over on the share.
Well, no, that's what's going on. Yeah. Now, Jeff, do me a favor. Go into the video for Discord and then pop it out, because next to the full screen,
Whoa.
there's actually you can pop the screen out somewhere else. How many screens how many monitors do you have, Jeff?
I only got one.
Okay, that might be a problem. But pop it out anyway, and then share that, and let's see what happens.
Okay, hang on.
Sorry, but I just because we might have a solution here, and that would be really cool. Of course, I do apologize that I didn't find a solution until I needed it, and then I found it
Okay, I
immediately.
shared, I think.
No, you're not sharing. Yeah.
Oh, I see the little pop-out button at the bottom.
Yeah. I do it all. I'm running two monitors here, so I can do that. There you go.
How about that?
Jeff? Yeah. Let me check. Let me see if we're getting echo. All right. Now it's not showing anything though, Jeff. When you're sharing your screen, did you go and try to capture the pop out?
Yeah, I thought that was the pop up, but apparently it wasn't.
Yeah, try to do something.
Let's try this again.
It's good that it sticks on you, allowing him to switch screens. Though that's a great thing. I was worried about that. Okay. So, Jeff?
Hang on. It's I've lost the pop out.
It's probably because you only have one monitor.
Do you unpop out?
Yeah, no, I see Eric grabbing it. Now, here, go ahead, Eric. Eric's grabbing the pop out, and he's doing it. Be more like Eric, Jeff.
Why can't you be like your brother?
Stop it, man! You're burying me. Hang on. No, the pop out is my problem. Is that the pop out has vanished beneath my Discord.
I feel like all this pop-out talk is for more grown-up ears.
Yeah, no, we'll deal with it off screen.
Crap.
No, it's all right. We'll deal with it off screen. It's okay. But I think we did find some kind of solution. We just got to deal with the echoing aspect somehow, and it might be simply silencing yourself. But then again, that wouldn't work. I don't know. We'll have to think about it.
I think he just has to mute the screen that he's streaming through OBS. That's all it has to
Yeah,
be.
so mute the screen. He's on, and just take the sound from what he's sharing. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. He was literally here like an hour ahead of time. But it's good because they need to do all their measurements and they got work to do. So, but they know what they're supposed to do, so they're moving. So sorry about that.
Putting in a new toilet.
No, I'm actually replumbing the entire building.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got it, dude. There, I mean, it probably there are certain spots that'll probably get away for a while, but screw it, just do the whole thing. It's too old. The piping here is too old, and I'm moving to that flex piping as well.
For those big turds.
Well, no, I'm not talking about the outline. I'm talking about the water movement, right? But anyway, you guys don't care about that. I do apologize for just throwing Jeff on like that. I apologize.
Jeff did a great job. Don't apologize.
Oh, good.
It's like flushing a paint can.
No, I didn't do a good job.
You did too. Shut up.
Okay.
Did not.
Not get rid of this job. You did.
Take the compliment.
You took it. But it's not. It looks like we have a solution though, Jeff. That's cool. I didn't even think about that until I
think
had
it is
to.
cool.
Yeah. Sorry. Anyway, let's go ahead and finish out the show. So let's let the guys talk about what they're working on, and then we'll get out of here, Jeff. So we'll start with Andrew, of course.
Very cool. Okay, well, if you guys want to see the rest of my artwork, you can head to solariansun.com, where I am posting up new pages every Friday of my webcomic. Tomorrow we will be posting up to page 215. And then if you subscribe over at patreon.com and get way more pages than the free stuff, we are actually finishing out chapter 16 tomorrow with page 474. And we will be heading on to page chapter 17 immediately next week. So that'll begin. And then, of course, you can catch me at Super Mega Fest coming up in September 30th, where I will be selling all the cool exclusive Solarian Sun merchandise. That is September 30th to October 2nd in Westford, Massachusetts, if you're in the Massachusetts area. And, of course, you can find me on the internet, such as Twitter and Instagram at AFLM_art.
Awesome. That is awesome. Glad to hear a lot of you guys are going out doing events and stuff like that. Things are getting back to where you can go out and do events. That's neat.
Heck yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah, that is cool. I'm going to flick through everyone individually here just because I want to see them again. But yeah, that's freaking awesome, Eric. Jesus.
Yeah, Eric did great.
It could have been better, but yeah.
I like it.
Hey.
I think it's really good.
Everybody can find me on Twitter, wherever, Instagram, Facebook. I just started shipping out Obsidian, so if you're backers of that, a bunch of those went out today, and they'll be going out for the next 2 weeks, and that should be done. And I'll be launching a new book in October, Zombieful Adventures. It's a spin-off of Zombieful World of Oz. This one will feature Tom Sawyer as a old man and a U.S. Marshal.
Neat. That's interesting. Good idea. Awesome. Well, thank you very much. Moving on to the Howl Comics, Alan.
You can catch me on Tales from Novoterra. Also, the Ace Volume 2. We also got Atros City, my own comic that's on Amazon right now. CG Vacation, which should be shipping pretty soon. I just did the finishing touches on the Cecil poster. And also, those Zaid brothers are doing a memberships now on their YouTube channel. And they have me doing a Pulp strip, speaking of.
Oh, wow.
A little preview.
Oh, neat.
Of their character, the Masquerade. So if you join up, you'll get these at the end of the month.
That's cool. I like this character
only.
you designed too.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
Yeah, it
awesome.
is cool. Yeah, neat. Well, thank you very much, Alan. Let's move on to Elrod.
You can find me all around, every corner, every shadow. In Middle Earth Storytime, 5 nights a week. Tomorrow we'll be reading Lilith. Tuesday we go back to Doc Savage, the Man of Bronze. We'll probably be finishing that up. And Saturdays you can usually find my art on Nerd of the Ring.
Sweet. There you go. Awesome. All right, let me bring. I have Brock pop up top here. Let's see. Sheldon. Sheldon.
I think Sheldon left. Didn't Sheldon leave?
He's right here.
Oh no. Oh, he's muted.
Was I on mute this whole time?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay, no wonder no one responded to me.
Oh.
I did that too. No big deal.
Whoops. I was like, it wasn't that important anyway. I'll just wait. Right now you can find me on Instagram, S_M. Jeff already has it in the notes.
Awesome.
I should have more info about the Kickstarter. After they, you gotta like submit it, and then they greenlight it, or I don't know what they call it, but then I can preview it.
Sure.
Did you already submit it, Sheldon?
Not yet.
Okay, sometimes they do it immediately. Sometimes they'll take a week. It's kind of random.
Okay, cool. That's good to know. So I don't have to stress too much about it. Or maybe I do. I don't know. We'll find out.
You just stress about it all the time.
Yes, you should.
Yeah.
That's how you do that.
It's a very healthy practice.
Yeah.
It's good for your heart.
No Quarter is the best Led Zeppelin song.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Now he throws that down. All right.
Well,
right.
I wasn't in the chat before when you guys were saying it.
All right. But all right, cool. Can't wait for that Kickstarter to come too. By the way, I look forward to seeing your stuff, man. Let me go over and see if I know I missed at least one here. Yes, Mr. Motion. Would you like to say something to the folks?
Yes, sir. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at creation.jason. And on Saturday, I will be entering in my local fair, Salmon King. And whether or not I win first place, I don't know. But at the end of the day, no matter what I do, the glory belongs to God. So
there you go.
Amen.
There you go.
When you talk about Solomon Kane, the question comes down to which God, though.
Jehovah.
Anyway,
Heathen
thank you
monkey.
very much, Mr. Motion. So, Jeff, take us out of here, man. Jeff.
Okay, as soon
okay.
as soon as I find out where the heck I am, I got like 15 different windows up.
It's
So,
okay.
screw it
Just
up.
speak.
You're right here.
yeah,
You're right here.
I'm with you. Anyways, go towards the light.
You'll
So-
be right here.
me and Rosa are going to be at tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Me and Rosa will be at the BaseCon, which is out in Norton Shores, Michigan. I'm going to be doing a live stream from there on my Herman P. Hunter YouTube channel, and I was going to go and try and get that, but I'm not going to bother now. So just look up Herman P. Hunter Lore Forge. You'll find my ugly mug and just go right there. So I'm going to attempt to try and live stream after 8 and hopefully get Rosa on there as well. And of course, buy The Revenant and the Tomb in bookstores on Amazon. And my next book is currently being looked at by the editor. Cover's done, and later this month I will be doing a video, or I'll be releasing a video to do a cover reveal. So that's what's going on with me.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you all very much. Sorry for my little nonsense there at the end, but nevertheless, we'll see you next week, and we have an
Is the
indie-
toilet okay?
Well, we'll find out. But in the Andy, we have an indie piece next week. Would you say it was?
Mighty Mascots.
Mighty Mascots.
Yeah, okay. That'll be fun. So we'll see you guys all then. Thank you very much, and later.
Goodbye.
God bless. There's Amy.
Oh,